everybody. Hello, hello. I for a second I panicked because I was like, oh, I traveled this weekend, and then I remembered I didn't take any of my stuff with me, so it didn't matter. Except Kent is massive. Bart, what did you do?
Yeah.
Why are
Lord.
you so
I
large?
took that enlarged potion from Jacob. I'm sorry.
Why are you so big? Whoop. Anywho, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are neither. We are Hard Knock Dice. I'm sorry, I'm focusing really hard on trying to resize this camera. And we're doing a little more of this here Gotham thingamadoer. So I am Ian, the dungeon master for this specific venture. These gentlemen around me, I say they're actually not around me right now. They're off to my left. I guess my left. They're this way, which is technically also to the right of me if I'm looking at the screen. So they're over there somewhere. They're on the side of me that isn't the edge of the screen. But they're the rapscallions and heroic figures of this tale, for the most part.
For the most
for
part.
the most part.
Well, who else is it?
Who knows?
Firebrand's gonna take all the goddamn credit.
It's the real heroes or whoever your next characters are after these ones die. That's what.
Hell yeah.
But welcome to this here Saltmarsh, since I fixed one person's camera and another one fucked up. That is just unfair. But quick announcements. We are still doing our old charity run for Extra Life, which is a charity that benefits children's hospitals across continental North America, meaning the United States and Canada. Ours specifically is benefiting the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. It's a good cause. They help out sick kids. They're actually currently building a new hospital, so that's generally when they're building them, it's because they need them. So I'd say it's a good cause to donate to. And not only is it a good cause, you can also win cool stuff. Like we will be giving away a digital copy of Tasha's Culture and Everything when we hit $1,500. Whereas we're at just over $1,300. At $2,500, we'll be giving away a SteelSeries gaming mouse, and then at $3,500, a SteelSeries gaming keyboard. So you should take a look at that down below our stream there, and see and donate what you can, and if not, at least be sending the good vibes, as it were. Anywho, unless anybody else has any other announcements, we'll begin with a brief recap of what happened last session. Thunderbossen. So, last week, on the Ghosts of the Saltmarsh, who those ghosts are is up for debate. But what is not up for debate is that our heroes finally set off to begin what will hopefully be the final showdown with the Sahuagin. Having recovered from their bout of ambushedness the previous night, they a whole level stronger than they were at that point in time, began to sneak their way up, kind of weaving around, heading towards the coast, seeing some Sahuagin here and there, but not being seen themselves, before waiting and waiting and waiting for their messenger, whom they had sent off as one of the rangers, to let Firebrand know that they were going to be en route. So after their waiting, they heard the army begin its approach, and then soon thereafter, the battle began. Jakob studying some of their enemies, Gloob looking to pick off old people, or old Sahuagin specifically. They approached via zipline in a very Mission Impossible fashion, using a silent spell on the point of impact so that it would not make very much noise and so that they could climb on up and then go in the front door anyway. Which they did, meeting some guards that were just as startled to see them as they were just very startled to see each other. Julian dropping to the deck so that he could actually cast spells, and while not being in the silence, all hell broke loose before they eventually finished off the guards that were there, making their way within the stronghold proper, and engaging in another brief combat with some more guards that had been alerted to their presence. So now we rejoin them as they have moved a couple rooms in, currently standing within what appears to be a storeroom, mostly an armory, and that is where we'll pick up. So, gentlemen, y'all are in this storeroom. Y'all have just discovered 75 daggers, as well as all manner of pole arms, spears, tridents, warhammers, all about you, and your only means of egress are the way you guys just entered, as well as one doorway exiting this room itself. What would you like to do?
You guys want to check out those storerooms? I'll check out the next door and see if there's anybody waiting on us.
Sure. Yeah, we can give them a once over real quick while you're seeing what else is ahead. Yeah, that'll work.
We also need to make sure they don't come up behind us. We don't know how many more there are back the way we came.
True. While they search those rooms, I'll push up to this door or archway right here at the back.
Yeah, this little archway. And as you kind of first stick your schnoz in there, good gracious, some of this didn't work quite the way I wanted it to, but what can you do? You stick your head in and you see the beginnings of a whole lot of a room, which we're just gonna, these are all open spaces.
Okay.
Some of this worked a lot better earlier, but what can you do? So sticking your head in, you are seeing this big, wide open room, multiple columns, multiple rooms that aren't quite open, except for this one just showing as open because I can't see its... You know what we're going to do? Since y'all are in here now, I'm just going to delete that fucking square. There we go. So multiple rooms, coffers surrounding all around the rooms, all around the walls of the room, signs of construction everywhere, colored tiles up on some of the walls in blues and greens. But that is what you're getting off of that immediate when you first stick your head in there. Jakob, you are investigating one of the storerooms, and Julian is investigating the other, it would appear.
I'm just going to keep an ear out in case other people come up behind us.
Alright, so you're keeping out. Just go ahead and roll a perception check for me while you are hanging out there.
24.
24. Big herd. Little buddy. In those two rooms, Julian, y'all had kind of, Gloob had stuck his head in there before that room. Is completely plain stone construction. There's some coils of rope, some animal hides, some just metal nails and other construction things just littered about the space itself. Other way around. Jakob, that's your room. I'm sorry. Not that it matters. Julian, in your room is much more organized but equally plain, having like heaps of like sacks of also nails, hooks, buckles, some leather belts and straps just kind of laid in a more organized fashion around that room.
I will take a coil of rope.
Sure.
If possible.
Add a 50-foot coil of rope to your inventory. There's plenty.
Hell yeah, never too much rope.
Alright. Julian, is there anything you were wanting to do in your room?
It doesn't sound like anything we can use for our immediate mission, so
Okay.
just checking it and moving on.
Alright. Gloober, you just stay in that archway, or are you moving into the room itself?
I would stealth into the room if possible, keep an ear out or an eye out for movement.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Natural 20 for the first roll, so 31.
Oh, very nice. That's actually the same as the last stealth check you rolled. That's funny. Nice. So good. We got starting strong with the 31. Very nice. Are any of the rest of you guys following him in, or are you all hanging out in the storeroom / armory?
I kind of assumed that this was happening while they were searching through those two
Fair enough.
rooms.
So if you just want to go ahead and move yourself on in there. As I said before, there's a lot of these chests that you see all around. They are lidless and almost more or less completely empty. It looks like they've been moved in there because that will be their home, but they have not been populated yet. Like I said, there's evidence of active construction. You see some like stone, like hammers, like chisels and stuff like laying at rest. There's a lot of stone dust lying about. Some of it kind of in like in the wetness of like there's some pooled water about the floor.
Is there any indication as to what they're doing?
Like I said, it looks like they are actively they're changing the room itself. You can see you see in some place like the beginnings, almost like where you start off like where you're doing like a paint swatch on a wall to see how it'll look. You see some of those, but with colored tiles, like dark kind of sea greens and blues.
They're putting in traps.
All right.
But and each of these individual rooms are, I'll just say because you'd be able to swiftly poke your head in pretty quickly. They're all at this point in time more or less completely empty. Also similarly under construction, you see a couple pieces of furniture like some tables and chairs, and similar like these stone coffers that are just open but empty at this point in time, and similar evidence of active construction there within.
Gotcha. I'll make my way back real quick, like to the group. I don't see or hear anything. It looks like they're, I don't know if the Swahagan are doing stuff in here, or maybe the Blizzard folk were with some sort of construction, but it seems clear. But from what I can see, it looks like we have to choose left or right here.
Well, I've always heard left is always right.
Right?
Yeah, I get a similar look from Julian.
Sure.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Just one of those dumb little signs.
Blue will then take the left path. Do we see any like signage on the wall, like stairs this way or anything like that?
You don't see any signs indicating where the means of traveling farther below might be.
If I heard any like Gloob yell out or get into a fight, I would attempt to swing around like the corner into the next room and throw a javelin at somebody. If that's possible. If not,
Not from your current position.
Okay.
That would not be doable as a reaction. So, as you guys have to kind of like keep myself zoomed in, so other like things are not evident to viewers either. So sticking your head in here, you are seeing kind of off to your right another long hallway, and to your both to right and left just comes out in a long hallway. You can see an entrance farther down off to your left. Farther off to your right, you see it seems to open into some sort of another room. You can vaguely see a bench there at the end of the tunnel to your right. And with your current distance, you hear faint conversation, not in any language that you understand, coming from off down to your right.
Can I tell if I stick my ear out? I'll hold up a hand to the rest of the group. If I hold up, but if I listen for a moment, can I tell about how many voices?
Roll a perception check for me.
I'm gonna roll the dice that give me the natural 20. Maybe it'll give me a 15 plus 4, so 19.
Total 19?
Yep.
Let's see here. Woo. It sounds, you say somewhere not quite 10.
Gonna back up a little bit from the corner. There's about maybe 10 voices, maybe a little less, coming from down that way. You just see a like real worried look on Gloop's face. I don't know if maybe we can sneak by them or if there's going to be a different way. But more voices are to the right.
I mean, we're here to kill a leader. Unfortunately, I don't know what the leader looks like or how we're gonna find him here. Are we just gonna go through, kill everything we can see, cause as much damage as we can, or
we don't have enough time for that, or we don't know if we have enough time for that.
Besides, time notwithstanding, if we burn everything we've got killing the grunts, we might not be able to take out the leader and whoever is protecting them.
We might not be able to get out.
Also that.
I mean, I just don't know how we're gonna find the leader.
We'll look around. We'll know him when we see him.
All right.
So I reckon that means we're going left then.
All right.
Okay, are y'all stealthing?
I am gonna stealth. Let's say, let me sneak forth again. Let me get a better peek. Try to at least.
All right.
All right. Go back to the entrance to the other room and keep listening up.
Okay. So you're just kind of backing up to that doorway where you're at right here.
Yep.
Julian and Jakob, are y'all doing similar? What are you guys doing real quick?
Julian will stealth, but not get as far as Gloob is, but close enough that if something bad does go on, I can back him up.
Okay, both roll stealth checks for me. And Jakob, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay here and keep an ear out for what I was saying before. If he yells out or gets into battle, I'm gonna try to run as close as possible.
Okay. And what are those stealth checks from you two?
19 plus 11 for 30.
Very nice. Julian?
That would be a 21, 13 plus 8.
Alright, very nice. Okay, so y'all are stepping out. It's like I said, it's active board if you want to keep moving yourself. You're moving to the right.
Yeah, just trying to stealth up on those voices and until they get into sight.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see here. So you would probably around this time. You have to excuse my use of models. Oh. God damn it, because it's in a hidden square, it hides the model no matter what. So this isn't where they are, but I have to place them here so that you can see them. Around here, this, but farther. So probably about 10, 15 feet past where you see that model right now. You
Okay.
do see kind of wander into view from your left towards kind of the right. A Sahuagin that is, they're large in stature, as you're familiar with this one, however, dressed in less warrior regalia and more in what seems, good gracious, ostentatious. Seems to have necklaces with colored stones around them, kind of a multicolored shawl made of like different like fish skins and stuff as well, with like colored stone bangles around their wrists as they kind of
And that gaudy shit.
as they pace like kind of off this way, and they're steady talking as they do, and they kind of get around there before turning and stepping back out of your line of sight, which you can see probably, like I said, about let me see, I gotta measure for you, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, about 45 feet across from you. You can see the stone wall with a bench kind of around this area. You see the beginning of a wall, and here in a long stone bench that disappears off to the side, and you hear most of the voices seem to be coming vaguely from that left side of the opening.
And this is the one, the bejeweled one. This is the only one I've seen.
That was the only
cross
one you
space.
see. Yeah, you hear some more. You hear more conversation. Some of it more faint than others, but that's where it all seems to be at. Yeah.
Why couldn't any of us have picked up Sahuagin as a language?
Because it's not a language that I think you can take. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to double check.
I don't believe so.
Up on D&D Beyond. How's that?
It might be one of those that you could acquire through special means, I would imagine. But so are you currently just standing there in the middle
I'm
of that
probably
hallway?
like pressed up against the wall in the shadows of it.
Right. So, and it is like it's not super well lit, but there are patches of that like slightly glowing algae that are just kind of spaced out along the wall, kind of keeping it enough like that there is light, but not like they're concerned with keeping it well lit.
Right.
Julian, are you just keeping your kind of head and just right at the entryway into that hall?
Yeah, I turned my model to face the appropriate direction because there is that other entrance in the other corner, so
Correct.
close enough to Gloob to help him, but keeping an eye on the direction he's not facing.
Glib, are you moving anywhere?
I am.
Okay.
I am going to move up towards the entrance, keeping my stealth.
You have to go a little bit farther to be at the entryway of the room itself. And probably around here, I'll go ahead and give you some of it anyway. It's kind of, you stick your head up right there. You see this person standing here. This door is actually open. Standing at an open doorway, seem to kind of be turned off, speaking to this side. And where's my other models? You can see another one of these guys standing right around here. They spawn in hidden when I first place them, as well as you see another Sahuagin kind of moving this way, except I have to place him here because otherwise he is in a hall that is hidden.
Okay.
And you hear you hear like probably another voice coming from farther down. This guy's walking down a hallway going this way, and you hear some more voices coming from down past that.
Gotcha.
Like as of yet, they currently don't see you. This guy is this is one of the shield wielders with the hammer. Seems to be talking to the more impressively dressed, but they don't seem to immediately notice you as you poke your little froggy head around the corner.
I'm gonna say in the headpiece back to Julian. At
Okay.
least one member of royalty.
Should I get the others?
We need to make a decision right here, you and me, Julian. Am I shooting this shot right now or not?
It's up to you. You have eyes on, I don't. If he's important enough to take him out, that's your call.
Can I... DM, I don't...
Oh. Is that me or Jones?
It's Jones.
Could be Jones. Uh-oh. Also, I think I fixed your stuff with your camera, Kent.
You kicked me out of the Skype call.
Oh no, who got kicked?
It was me.
It was me, Barry.
What's the last thing y'all heard?
I just heard you were getting ready to ask me a question.
Yes. So, is there some sort of insight check or that I can make on this person as to their stature?
What
Maybe.
exactly are you trying to gain?
I'm trying to gain how high up on the total. Is this just like a diplomat or something? Is this just like I don't know, is just like a banker or something, like a Swahagan banker? Or is this like the big kahuna, right? Is this like the king of all Swahagan?
He's asking, like, does it give off, like, authoritative
Yeah,
vibes or
I get
just
what you
wealthy?
mean. Roll an insight check for me.
All right. Have special circumstantial bonuses or anything?
No. This is a difficult check because you have no way to garner any kind of context for the conversation. Like you don't speak the same language. Just for those that are joining us now, is not as eclectic and weird of a gathering of monsters as it appears. We're a little limited with what exactly Tailspire has. So these are all fish people, but they're different models, so it's easier for us to keep track of who's what kind of fish people. So.
Oh Lord, that went onto the keyboard.
So
10.
everybody has some context. 10.
10.
You're getting they seem to be speaking with authority but with a 10 that's about the best you can get. Like they seem to be speaking from a position of power. But how much power, you're not quite sure.
Jeez.
I guess the other thing to take into consideration is the demeanor of the other people around them.
And at this
You know
point,
what?
this guy's
This is
probably
what Glue would
disappeared
base
a
it
little
off of.
farther in.
Is this person wearing a crown?
Are they wearing a crown? No, they're not wearing a crown. Like they're decked out in other I'd say regalia, that not to be like to say that is like royal regalia, but they are more fancily dressed than the others that you have seen so far.
Glue will say, "There's no crown." I don't think that's what we're looking for.
He's
Maybe
saying
not
that in
yet.
the earpiece.
We have our fish.
Yes, to you.
Oh.
We need to get deeper in.
All right. Do you want to go the other direction?
Let's at least see what's down that way.
Okay. So y'all are creeping back up this way.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see it hook off kind of the left here at the end, presumably in the direction that y'all came from. And as you get up on this room here, sorry folks on the stream, there's no way to really hide. If I tab to unhide it for y'all to not see shit. So as you step your foot on into there, kind of peeking your way in, what you look into, you see a more finished version in a smaller version of a room that you had been looking at previously. Dark green tiles cover the walls and floor of this room. There's several of the same lidless coffers resting against the wall, though there are none against that back wall, or that wall right up against the archway. One of the coffers, there's a faint kind of blue pulsing glow coming out of it, as well as a big like working sledgehammer, not a maul.
I'll go look at the pulsing blue glow. You said it's coming out of this one?
It's coming out of one of the coffers, yeah.
Yeah.
So sure, that one.
Step up to it. Check inside.
Okay. You take a peek.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a where all the other ones that you've seen so far have been empty. This one just seems to hold like a chunk of some kind of raw crystal that just has some kind of weird, faintly waving glow. Like it's not a consistent, and it's not terribly bright, but it's bright enough to have caught your attention.
Blue wants to put it in his pockets. Blue reconsiders. Bart, Julian, get in here.
1 second.
Sure. Well, I guess Julian will. Or did you mean Bart and Julian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are y'all stealthing as you leave that room?
Yeah, if I leave this room, I'll try and stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. Yak, are you just gonna stay behind?
One of those is a 1, so I'm gonna reroll it.
I will stealth up to here.
Up to where? Exactly?
Where
Just
Yak is at right
that
now.
exit. Okay. Go ahead and roll a
Mhm.
stealth check for me as y'all are kind of moving into that entryway.
12.
Fortunately, a 6.
A 6 and a 12.
Julian just grimaces as he hears the clanking behind him.
Yep. Y'all-
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not a stealthy man.
No, you are not. Yeah, y'all hear a Bart, you definitely can hear down the hall as you step, probably not quite where you're at there, probably more around here. As you kind of go to move out, you could hear the faint sounds of conversation from down that south end of the hallway, and it stopped.
I will wave Yaka back and try to, I guess, quickly dart down here and get around the corner.
Before you do that, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, balls. Okay. No, that's pretty amazing. 18 plus all my bonuses.
Okay. For a moment, as you see the bedecked Sahuagin kind of round that corner, they reach out a hand and uttering some kind of gargling, rough words in their tongue that you don't understand, and for a brief moment you feel your muscles begin to lock up, but you're able to overpower it as you start to turn, as you said, and start to move that way. They do, however, then turn and bark an order off to their right, and y'all start to hear movement for those of you that are closer and into that hallway. And for the ease of use, we're going to have everybody go ahead and roll initiative, because they know y'all are there now. At least some of you.
Our rolls are on fire right now.
Let me
Nope.
Oh wait, I'm a halfling. I'm so stupid. Okay, that was another one, but I can re-roll it. Hey, okay, that's much better.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. And I will change the music momentarily. Don't anybody worry. If I can get those initiatives starting 25 to 20.
24 for Gloob.
Very nice. 2015.
19.
19 Julian, 18. And then Bart at an 18. Jakob.
8.
8. Foundation got to hold it down. Somebody's got to do it. It's a noble cause. And let me roll some dice for them. So they all go together. There's too many different types of these fuckers. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Well, should have taken the shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all
Yes,
good.
oh,
you.
no.
It was all you that alerted them. Nobody
Mm.
else.
There is extenuating circumstances.
My loud ass armor.
They had a detect halfling spell up. That's what it was.
Okay, so as we start to get into this, Gloob, top of the initiative. You hear some not so stealthy clanking from your buddies outside, followed by a loud voice that you can only assume has spotted your friends, or at least some of them anyway. What would you like to do?
All right. I am first going to give a look at Julian and then just say, see if you can figure out what this thing does. Maybe it'll be useful. Bring out the crossbow.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Question for you.
Yes, sir.
Rules question with where I am at.
You would have to step out into the hallway to be able to see, to have full line of sight.
Gotcha.
It's just kind of get a little bit of perspective there.
All right. Do that,
So.
and seeing that person at the very end there.
Okay, you're using your bonus action to dash, I assume.
Yeah, I would have to get in that square.
Okay.
They bring out the crossbow. Shit. Duck. I'll bring up the crossbow and just try to shoot this thing at the end of the hall.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me.
14 plus 8 for 22 to hit.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
This is, however, not a sneak attack.
Right.
Or, no, for you it would be a sneak attack because you were stealthed up until now. They didn't know you were there.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
They didn't know you were there. You had a 30. They did not roll good enough to. They would have been done something if they knew you were there.
I will not argue with that. I'll take the D6. Oh God.
Oh Lord.
My luck on damage continues though. 1, 6.
Oh.
Jesus, math 8. That's not bad. Another 8 for 16 plus 5 for 21.
21 points of
piercing.
damage. Whew, very
Yep.
nice. Okay. Down to- Catching them solidly, like right up in like the ribs, where you imagine the ribs and other internal organs that are encased within on normal beings, seems to do the trick in hurting them badly as other humanoids. It's kind of double over where the crossbow entered their form.
And with that, I will just duck back in here and reload the crossbow.
Okay, so you use the rest of your movement to step back into that little shadowy nook. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Ending
Will
your
be it for me.
turn. That's going to bring us to Julian. Julian, you hear similar things, except this time you also hear an outcry of fish pain. After, like before, you hear the twang of your companion's crossbow, and he steps back into cover.
Going to
Oh,
also step out in the hallway and take a couple shots.
Okay, you're firing at the regaliad individual.
Without shouting duck because I'm taller,
That's fair.
drop a hex on that guy and 2 shots.
Okay, which a little bit as time has passed. You're probably down to about 50 minutes on that by the time of this combat. We're just gonna
Okay.
for easy math. Okay, so that hex is transferred. Go ahead and roll those decks for me.
A 19
19 hits.
and a 28.
Probably go ahead and roll damage on the first one.
Oh.
You have a lot of flat damage.
15 points of damage.
15 is just enough to put that one out. As one arrow goes flying back, it's still kind of hunched over from the shot from Gloob, and as it comes back up, it takes it in right in its jugulars. It just kind of and kind of collapses to the ground. You don't have any other enemies immediately in your visual, so you would not have to take that second attack if you did not wish to.
You can't hold like one attack of several, can you?
You cannot,
I don't think you can.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Well,
Gotta have your full action. So are you just staying in the hall?
no, we're just gonna.
Okay. You stepped back in there. All right. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
I don't know if Gloob could sit, so I'll say
The fancy one's down.
Wonderful.
We heard multiple voices shouting down there, right?
Correct. Yes. You know when last Gloob gave you a numbers count, it sounded like a grand total of somewhere 10, maybe a little few, maybe fewer. But in that
Alright.
ballpark. All right. Ending Julian's turn. That brings us to Bart. What would you like to do, my friend? You are out in the hall.
I am out in the hall.
All
I
up in
will
the
move.
hall.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you you use your movement to get over there. Anything else you would like to do?
No, No, I don't want to. I don't want to cast. You know what? I don't have anything going right now, so I will cast guidance on Jakob.
Okay, I will say your emboldening bond that you cast way earlier, I say probably have faded by this time.
It's gone, but it also requires line of sight. People are
right. Exactly. I just wanted everybody for attack rolling and purposes that y'all do not currently have that D4. All right. Cool, beanie weenies. Jakob, you feel guided. You have a moment of clarity that you hear a tale of.
And I'll use the rest of my gesture to do this. As in, like, when they run by, bonk them on the head.
Oh, man. All right. Ending your turn. That is going to start bringing us to some enemy turns. Which, we got another one of these guys. Let me see, where are you? You were probably right bound here. Let's see where you had your... I should probably place all those motherfuckers, huh? You were here. And you were here. If I could click. Yeet. Then we had a couple more of you guys. Just doing some housekeeping for my own sake so that I don't have to do it as their turns come up later. This guy is, having seen him, he's got 5, 10. Actually,
just can't see anything.
Yeah. How smart are these guys again? They're not dumb. Yeah, no. He's gonna... He got his... Nobody sees anything. Y'all hear movement and stuff out of here, so he's gonna stick his head here. And he's just gonna do that way, and he's gonna do that. As y'all hear more conversation. And I'm just gonna skip over some stuff. 10, 15, 20, 25. Here. 30. Alright, and...
It's gonna be kind of creepy. Your boss just goes, there are some intruders. Let's get them. Cast them. And it just falls over dead, and you look down the hallway, and there's just nothing there.
This is... Strokes chin. Well then.
The bad guy minion just pulls his name tag off and walks away.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. Y'all hear some more mutterings and the like. Which I've got to use some stuff to make my life easier. Okay. Alright. And y'all hearing all kinds of movement down there, but, you know, y'all can't see shit. Ending all their turns, bring us to Jakob.
I will...
What you doing, buddy?
Go this way to see if there's anybody in the hallway.
You do not see anybody in the hallway at this time. You see a dead corpse, and you can hear a lot of movement coming from down where God's flashlight is at. You hear a lot of stuff going on in that room.
I will go back into the nook, ready in action to swing at anything that tries to walk past.
Okay.
Say, what should I do? Should I run down there? And that's it.
That's gonna end your turn.
Yes.
All right. Ending your turn. That's gonna bring us to those other guys' turns that somehow managed to roll worse.
Oh wow! Wow.
30.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh man. 30. They're just gonna be piling in. 50. Oh God. 20.
Whenever Ian makes weird Mickey Mouse noises, it's always such an effort not to tab to the Twitch stream to see exactly
Don't ask questions.
what is going on.
Don't ask questions. Okay, that's gonna bring us back to the top of the initiative to Gloob. All the way over this way.
Gloob has re-racked his crossbow. And he's gonna swing the corner.
And you don't see shit at the end. You see a corpse. There's a corpse here, but that's about it.
They haven't grabbed it back to safety or anything. It's still just
No.
laying there.
Nope, it is
bleeding?
laying there. Yep.
Oh, piss. What is that thing? Do you have any idea?
I think he's talking to Julian.
I am.
Oh, I am like right behind you, so I didn't realize you were. All right.
The glowing thing. None.
Fine.
I mean,
All right.
unless
Well, these.
the DM tells me I somehow know what the fuck it is.
It looks like glowing rock. Glowing crystal.
Glowing rock.
Well, these guys know we're here now. I will. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. For my movement, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it there, so I'm gonna keep the crossbow out for right now. But I'm gonna bonus action dash 5, 10. 15.
All right.
That's movement and bonus, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that all right?
I did-
Something happening?
No. I was just saying all right, as in okay. So
Gotcha.
you've moved. You're now at that section of the hallway.
And actually, you know what? It'll allow me to back up. Shit. Jakob's occupying that space. Never mind. Piss.
Doing anything else?
You can get between me and Jakob.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna run and skedaddle, actually, and run right here.
So okay,
then-
so instead of
Yeah,
Instead of
running
dashing up?
straight
Okay.
up, if I don't see anyone swinging the corner quite yet,
Yep.
I'll just like run in there for cover, sliding in, press back up against the wall, and then use my action to hide if I can.
all right, go ahead and roll that stealth check for me.
Another 19 plus 11 for a total
Another
of
30. Okay,
Yep.
so that means I don't gotta erase that. Perfect. All right.
3 intruders, guys. Only 3 intruders. 2 intruders, actually. Both of us have bows, right, Jakob?
They actually haven't seen
Yeah.
Yakov yet.
They've just
Oh
heard.
shit!
they've heard you guys, but they haven't seen either. Well, somebody saw you, and they're hearing a lot more going on now. But yeah. All right, so that's gonna be it for your turn, Gloob. That's gonna bring us to
Gonna be
Julian.
it for me.
Bring this back to you, still within the room, kind of in the little entryway. Julian.
Thinking.
That is. Do I want to use more spell slots? Face. That's what that is.
Shut up.
He's over there. He's like
It was vaguely
Right, so-
the
constipated.
hentai swarm or not the hentai swarm.
I don't see, like, I heard voices, but I don't see a lot of dudes, right?
Correct. If you stick your head out, you do not see anybody. You've heard all kinds of movement. Harder, like less for you the farther you've come, but I mean they're not stealthing. There's the sound of stuff happening down that way.
I don't want to anti-swarm because they're all gonna just run out of it with those entrances. I will hold an action to shoot the first one to come around the corner, I guess.
Okay. So you'll get to make one attack against the first thing that comes around the corner. All right.
Because I can't do like a snapshot from right
Yeah,
here, right?
you'd have to be in the hallway to take the shot. So that's why you'd be able to step out, fire, and then step back in, but you currently do not have a target.
Fuck it, let's do it. Can't waste too much time.
Okay. Ending
I'm far enough
Julian's
away.
turn.
I'm not gonna likely to get gang rushed by a bunch of melee attackers.
That's true. That brings
Hopefully.
us to Bart.
All right, I'm gonna move right here.
Okay, you've now taken. What's that? 10 foot of your movement to get over there.
Technically 15.
Oh yeah, technically 15. Okay, so you are now in the hall.
I'm gonna embolden my homies.
Okay, y'all are now
I'm
all
gonna
emboldened. Make sure to
10
mark
foot
that off.
that way.
Okay.
Yep. That is my turn.
Alrighty. Alright. And in your turn, that's going to bring it to some of their turns. Which they've now had their go-go juice. So that's first going to be this guy. So if you want to take your one attack, Julian.
$18.
18 hits. If you want to roll damage. This is not hex damage. Keep in mind.
Yep, it is just 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage, alright. That still seems to hurt, but appears to be still trucking for the moment. 3, 5. Okay. I gotta double check if they have any ranged attacks. They do not. This guy he's just gonna actually, he sees the archer there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you see him kind of settle into a, kind of like he has his shield kind of in front of him, kind of in a guard. And his other buddy, who is the same as he, is going to do much the same. Kind of, whoop. Also kind of got his guard up. I gotta make sure they're in squares. But you see they're kind of now filling this corridor. Shoulders like hunched down low behind their shields in front of them. Their turn. That's going to bring us to that person's turn. As this one steps out. And can't see great. Can vaguely see past, but that's why they're going to do something a little different. Sorry, I got to measure something real quick. So you're about 40 feet, and then you're too far. As it kind of, you see like among its, this one that has stepped out looks very similar to the one that was shot dead earlier, bedecked in kind of jewelry and the like, and nestled within like its necklaces and stuff. A symbol of some kind you see shimmers with a faint glow as a kind of dark, almost dirty green blue trident appears behind you, Bart, and is going to try to smack you. Wait.
Son of a bitch. That's our trick.
Yep. Whoop! This is the anti-spiritual weapon. I gotta give it a different. I gotta give it a different colored base real quick. Hold on. So I can remember like if Bart uses his, which one is which. Okay. And then it's gonna try to skewer you a smidgen. What is this to hit? Okay. A yeet. That is only a 14 to hit, so not seeming to be able to land. Yes, you just kind of, as you kind of see what it's doing, and then see the faint light come behind you, kind of duck to the side as it kind of skewers, breaking some of the stone off within that entryway. And fuck it, why not? I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, Bart.
Oh, nice. 18 total. 18
total? Okay, as I don't even know how to describe this for these guys. It's kind of this, similar to, you've seen some of Julian's magic, that's this inky, dark blackness. It just kind of erupts up around your feet, and you're able to juke out of the way and not get your shit slapped by it. So it does that, and then...
Oh, it's not safe for half damage?
No.
Okay, great.
Oh! I don't think this will make a difference, but I'm going to roll it anyway. I forgot that it had giving itself a little something something. No, that wouldn't have made a difference. Okay.
Okay.
All right. It then promptly steps back off to the side. Ending its turn. That is then going to bring us to Jakob. What you doing, buddy?
I am going to.
Woo. Okay, so you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just get yourself right there. All right.
I assume he's guarded.
Yeah, he is.
So
He
it's
is
a
dodging.
disadvantage, right?
Yep, there he is dodging.
This is going to be a regular attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll
You
it.
do have a D4.
You have 1d4.
That is true. 7 going up to 15.
I believe
Assume
that
this-
just hits their AC.
Oh.
Yep. That does just hit these guys.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Thank God for that D4. That's gonna be. I think it's only 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 9
9
points of
points.
damage.
All right, you slice him up a little bit. A little more bloodied as he already has an arrow shaft buried in him.
Rules question for guard: Is it only one attack? Like, would
No.
I notice that?
No,
Okay,
it is.
it's
It
just
is.
every
It's
attack
yeah. It's
next
until the
turn.
top of his next turn. Everybody has disadvantage to attack him.
Then I am going to hit him with another regular attack.
Okay, roll again. Do not get a D4 on this one.
Yeah, and I rolled worse. That's gonna be a miss with a 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go for the first one, just sneaking past him with that little bit of extra emboldening guidance on you, slicing through, but then you kind of come to bring it up again, and he's able to kind of smack it off to the side, kind of crashing into these relatively narrow corridors for how large your weapon is. All right.
It'll be it.
Alrighty. Ending Jakob's turn. That's gonna bring us all these fucking chuckle nuts. I don't even know what they can do. Actually. I could. They could also throw with like super disadvantage. As y'all hear some more shouted orders coming across, I'm just gonna reveal these guys so that it's easier for me to. So I don't gotta do them one at a time. As y'all just see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just realized I have to hide them again. But you see 5 of what look to be some of the more of these skirmishing sort of Swahagan that y'all have seen all just go running across one right after the other into this other entranceway. 20, 30. I'm just gonna re-hide them because I wasn't thinking very far ahead. So.
So they just moved to the other side of the door?
Yep, y'all see them move across, and what Gloob knows, there's another entrance down that way, or another exit. But this one actually goes here. Actually, this one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. Woo. But y'all see them kind of all go across in like a line, like they just conga line their way across. But then they disappear from your field of view, bringing us back to the top of the initiative to Gloob.
Alrighty. Gloob is going to try to swing this corner and take a shot at this first guy that Jakob's engaging if I can.
Okay. You're just kind of swinging out.
I'm hidden currently. I
Right.
don't know if that helps, so I'd be swinging out right here.
Yeah, so you'd still have to, you're still having to take the movement out into the hallway. You are hidden for the moment as you hid kind of before you came around that corner. As narrow as that corridor is, they're going to be getting a little bit of a bonus for Jakob of cover, but it's not like they've got full cover.
And They're dodging, correct?
They're dodging, so it would be a straight roll for you.
Straight roll. This dice has treated me all right all night. And it continues to do so with a natural 19,
Nice.
plus 8 for the crossbow.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Just hits.
Just hits. Just hits.
It continues. Wonderful. And just to make sure I get my sneak attack, because Jakob's engaged.
Jakob is engaged.
Nice, nice.
The D8 continues to roll ones for me. 1, 9. Plus 5 is 14 plus 5 for 19 points of piercing.
19 points is just enough to bring that one down. So catches in as he's kind of deflecting Jakob's sword off to the side, bringing him down. Nice.
Awesome. With that, Jakob's got one more right there in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say I could reload my crossbow and pull out a dagger? Say with my bonus action.
I mean, you get a free object interaction, so I'd say with your free action as well as your bonus, sure, you could have your dagger out. So you've got a dagger in one hand and a crossbow in the other.
Kind
if you were gonna, yeah,
almost like forearm like that.
Kinda. You feel like you may have some issues trying to fire with the dagger in hand, but for the moment you got that. The crossbow is a two-handed weapon, so.
Gotcha. All right, and then I will. When I continue moving, what I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll stop right there.
All right.
That will be my turn.
That's gonna end your turn. That brings us to Julian. Julian, you're just right out in the middle of everything, my man.
All right, and did I also see those 5 go filing across?
I'd say so. Like you have a bit more of an obstructed view, but you saw a group that group go kind of.
Yeah, not that I had like a clear view, but I did see the movement. Maybe not
Right.
necessarily how many, but
Right.
Would I be able to intuit that they're, knowing what we do know about the map right now, that they're probably circling around through another entrance?
Probably be a good guess.
And can I make any form of attack on the remaining baddie, or is that just too much shit?
I mean, you could. Your allies that are in front of you are short. That spiritual weapon is spectral. It would be getting some kind of cover from Jakob, but you could hit. You could also hit Jakob if you roll bad enough.
We'll risk it.
And it is still dodging, so you still have disadvantage on the attack.
All right, we're gonna hex it.
Okay, so you're moving that hex again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, make that first attack.
Disadvantage. At disadvantage, the first is a 20.
Jesus Christ, 20 still hits you.
And at disadvantage, the second one is a 19.
19 also hits. Archery's a dumb fucking fighting style.
just gonna toss that.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That'll be 29 points of damage.
Total?
Yeah, with all flat
Both shots.
damage and all
Right.
4 dice.
Okay. Ow. That shit hurted. Both arrows flying true, sinking into this bad boy. He is still up, though. Alright, does that be it for your turn, Julian?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
bonus all my movement and both my attacks. That's all the gas in the tank.
Bart, that brings us to you, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna take an opportunity attack.
25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so you just move all the way up through, so yeah, you will take an AOP.
One, I'll move the right there.
Okay. So,
Double moving, and then bonus action to spiritual weapon that guy right back.
okay. That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Well, just hit.
Where is he? Oh, jeez.
Unless this guy's like a little bit around the corner or something, which I assume he's not.
Yeah, he's right on the other side of the corner from you. So, oof. That is gonna be 10 points of bludgeoning damage on the AOP. He rolled good on his damage. So you just, as you kind of run past, you go under his legs, and he just kind of lashes out behind him with that warhammer, just catching you kind of on the back, like across the back of your shoulders. He said you're getting yourself a spiritual weapon out.
And that is a natural 20. So
Right.
probably won't be a lot, but
Yeah, so there's your spiritual
5 and-
weapon. Can move it where you will,
it
which you should have control of it anyway.
it's not showing up on my screen. I don't think. Oh, there it is. I'll put it right there.
Okay. Which, probably even from your state where you are right there, you're not all the way around the corner, but you do see that there's a couple of them stuck around on that corner right there. Other guys that went across? Okay, so you said that was a natural 20 for how much
That's
damage?
18 points of force damage.
Woo, very
Holy
nice.
shit.
God damn. Alright. You smacked the dicks out of him, but he's still standing.
5 and plus.
Oh! I forgot to change my eraser size. Oh, God. Alright. 35. Okay.
And
Okay.
that is my everything.
Alright. Alright, ending your turn. That's going to bring us to their turns, which brings us to this guy who's in the front. Which there's a gap between himself and Jakob, so he's actually, since you went past him, he's going to take a couple steps back. And he's going to make a couple attacks at you. So, which, yeah, both with this warhammer. Okay, so attack number 1. Okay, thank God for that D4. That's a 19 to hit, which is your AC, right? Okay. Okay, didn't roll as good on its damage that time. This is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage on the first attack. And a miss on the second attack is you take the first one, the second one comes and you're able to duck below as it kind of slams into the stone beside you. Then that's going to bring us to this guy's turn. What's he going to do? He's going to counter-provoke an AOP and take a 5 foot away from you right here. If you choose to take it. There it is. You are muted.
I said dirty 20 for the maximum roll for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You dink him for a little more than definitely more than they were expecting to take, but it does step back and then reaches out a hand once more. This time, instead of you having to make a save, you just see a blue-green ball of energy appear in its hand and shoot off in your direction.
Okay.
Okay. And he blessed himself as well.
Did he make a concentration save or concentration check?
God, yeah, give me 1 second. Because you hit him for 18 and then 6.
Yeah.
So, woo, what's his bonus to that, actually? Let me check. Could be better, could be worse. Yep. Success and success.
All right.
So he does keep it. And then that was at level 1. So let's see. You're going to get a little schmackaroni from a guiding bolt. 11, 13. You take 14 points of radiant damage.
Damn.
And you are now lit up.
These guys all have advantage on me anyway, so
Not technically. Remember, we aren't doing flanking.
I'm hurt.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they have advantage on you anyway. I was thinking of different rules. Sorry.
You said 13?
14 points total
14.
of radiant. Then he's gonna use his bonus action to. He's just gonna bring it up and smack Gloob with it. Ooh. That'll be close. Good lord. That's gonna be a 16 with the spiritual weapon, Gloob.
AC is 17.
Okay. Does not hit. You're able to duck out of the way and not get hit with that. It's gonna do that, and then kind of calling off. You see it kind of turning its head and shouting off that way, and then takes another step back over here. Okay. Fucking iPad keeps going to sleep. It's his turn. Brings us to Jakob.
All right. This might surprise you.
Are you
I'm
gonna
whacking
attack
his bull.
something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to Great Weapon Master him.
Okay.
Oh,
go ahead.
actually, how is he looking?
He looks not great.
Regular attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
But you might kill him.
16.
16 will hit.
12 points of damage.
12 points is just enough to do it.
Cool.
So you do kill that one as he kind of keels over from that strike. All right.
I'm going to, I think I checked, and this will bring me to 30 right there.
Okay.
I'm going to
Which-
Great Whip.
Trying to remember how much movement this guy used. 30. Yeah. Nah, I didn't think about it at the time, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
This one I will be using the D4 for.
Okay, you're great weapon mastering this guy.
with a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay, roll damage.
Okay.
You must cut someone in half.
Probably be enough to kill this guy.
Let's see.
This guy in the back.
Sushi.
14. That's 29 points of damage.
Yeah, 29 points of damage is enough to kill that guy outright. Nice.
Oh man,
Just-
if only that guy was in range for your bonus action.
Yep, so this guy dies. There is another guy behind that dude, but for whatever reason, he's not wanting to pop in because I guess part of that. So he's not actually right there, but just so you can see him, he's actually one square back. So,
How is this dude looking?
which one?
The mage looking
This guy?
Yeah.
Does not look great.
Okay, I'm gonna quick toss him with the D8.
Okay. Go and roll that attack.
19.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Go ahead and
What
roll
he didn't
damage.
tell you is he is quick tossing his great sword and would like to make it a great weapon attack.
Not how that works.
That is going to be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage is enough to finish him off as well.
Oh my god, Yakko just came charging down this corner and just
Yeah.
killed 3 things. That's great.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Blender.
Good, good, good.
That's awesome.
All right, so that drops this guy as well, which means this disappears. Nice, nice.
And
Anything
through
else?
heavy breaths, I'm just gonna look down the corridor to the west of me, where the others, what I'm assuming, the other Swagan are,
Mm-hmm.
and just say,
You only see
"You're
one.
next." Well, hit still.
Yeah, you currently see one. Sure, sure. I got you. Nice. All right, does that be it for your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay, that actually brings it to their turns, which those ones are going to move another 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. And then this guy moves up behind him. And this one moves Oops, I actually got to measure him since he was from somewhere else. 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. 30. Okay. Alright, and then it says, and that leaves just this guy, who is going to try to make some attacks at you, Jakob.
An interesting decision on his part, but we'll see how it works out for him.
Yeah, you're kind of in the way. Yeet. Advantage is a hell of a drug, and because yeah, you are missing HP. It's a dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so that's first attack spear. Yeet. 5 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Reduced, and the second one is going to come in with a bite. Holy shit! And that was a 21 with advantage.
All right.
For another 5 points of piercing damage. Rolling a 4 on the D4. All right, and it just kind of shrieks at you. And it doesn't really have very many options because its buddy over there is dead. So it is then, and actually let me see, you can more or less see a good section of this corridor. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it would provoke an AOP from you because you still have your reaction, if you would like to make that.
Right. That will also be a great weapon master.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
Oof. Does a 10 hit?
Oof. Even against their pretty bad AC, a 10 does not hit, unfortunately, as it steps out and you're just not quite able to get it in time.
Okay.
Kind of clanging into the wall. Alright. So, and that ends their turns. Brings us back to the top. That brings us to Gloob.
Is he able to use his D4 on reactions since it's not his turn?
You get 1 on your turn, 1 off your turn.
I already used it for.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Rolled a 5.
Oof. It's rough.
Yikes.
Great weapon master. Do be making them bonuses low. Low. Alright. So, Gloob, it is now your turn.
Gloob is just gonna follow this. So 5, 10. Wait, why don't I do this? 15, 20, 25. Bonus action 5, 10, 15. Which way did they go? Do I see anybody or hear anything?
I'd say you hear
Okay.
running and the sound of voices down this hall. You definitely hear the running of the one that attacked Jakob and booked it, and you also hear the sound of voices from farther down. Also, since y'all are in the room, I'll say with some passives, you guys hear the faint sounds of something alive from within this room, but nothing like aggressive coming towards you. You'll just hear. I'll say, with the chaos of the moment, it would take a perception check to be able to hear what maybe to distinguish.
High, we're going right. Low, we're going left. With a natural 3, that's gonna be oh Jesus!
Get them big hops.
25.
Let's see. Whoa!
That's movement and bonus. Fuck it. I'll use my action to peek around this corner and see what I see.
All right. So long and short of it, since we're in the middle of a combat, is you see a long room that is supported by pillars down the middle on the far right hand side. Lost track of my stuff. There's a kind of shallow stone trough cut down on that far right hand side that seems to have some kind of liquid in it running down the whole thing. On that left hand side, there are rows of manacles, like some up higher on the wall, some up lower. Most of them are empty. There's a couple of humanoid individuals that you can immediately perceive that are in there, kind of slumped down against the wall. Some of them kind of seem to have their heads kind of turned in your direction, but it's not super well lit in there.
Can't see what they look like, or if they're like, are they human, or if they're Swahagan.
They're humanoid and they're chained up. They don't appear Swahagan. I'll give you that for free.
I'll turn to the group as we have prisoners in here, but we got to stop them first. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, and in Gloob's turn, that's going to bring us to Julian.
I'm too far away to really hurt anything about prisoners.
Probably so.
And after seeing Jakob just blender the front threats, I will keep an eye out over here to see if those guys come.
You're just keeping an eye out across for this crossway.
Either there or to my right.
Or this one. So, okay, are you readying in action?
Yeah.
Okay, you just...
I think if you stay over there, you'll lose your bond.
Yeah, you currently are too far away to benefit, I believe, from Emboldening Bond. Because you have to be within 30 feet of somebody else who is also benefiting from it. Yeah, daisy chain.
So. Yeah, this is going to be the best straightaway for me to get a couple of them now.
Okay, so you currently are not benefiting from that D4, so just keep that in mind. And you're readying in action to shoot something if it pops into that room, okay?
And since they're probably not paying attention and don't know what I'm doing, I will let Gloob know.
Keeping an eye on our backs. Let me know what's happening next.
Alright. Ending Julian's turn, that's going to bring us to Bart.
Alright, well, I will bonus action move this fella 2, 3, 4, and I'm assuming there's not something immediately right there in that next square.
Correctamundo.
1, 2, 4, 5. So I guess that my hammer is floating above me.
I suppose
or
so.
Floating above me.
The knob.
Is there anything else in this sort of switchback?
Not that you can see. You hear you can probably hear this guy since he's right around that corner since he's just past it, but you don't see anything else.
All right. Well, I will move right here.
Okay, so you're moving to right behind him.
Right behind him? Yeah.
Or you're almost. Hold on, my middle mouse button not working right. I gotta double check where he was at because he had stepped forward because he 5 and then he went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he was right here. Yeah, I got him stuck in between space.
All right, then I will just move to right there.
Okay, so not quite getting up on him. But...
No, not quite getting up on him.
Okay, all right.
That'll be my turn.
All right, ending your turn. Those guys are fucking dead. Jakob.
Okay.
I'm gonna call out. One's right here around the corner.
As it kind of like looks over its shoulder at you. It's kind of.
Yep.
I'm gonna say we might want to grab that jewel y'all were talking about. We don't know if we might need it in the future. Before we get too far away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's time to smack.
What?
It's time to smack.
All right, you're now
Great
behind him.
Master. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and reveal a little more of this.
Let's see. I can't remember if I already have gotten natural one. I have not.
Yes, you did.
No, you did.
Yes, you did.
You did.
You did while you were still
Okay.
out on the front porch.
Okay. Then I need to.
I'm about to say, I'm
X
pretty
that
sure I rolled it already.
Yeah, that's a miss.
So, okay, that first one was a natural 1.
Yeah.
Is you kind of
With the
like
one on the-
you're going to do some of those like more like wide strikes that you're used to doing and kind of scraping along the stone of the walls. So causing that first attack to miss. I need a new mouse. Middle mouse button not want to cooperate.
Come on, not another natural one. Great weapon master.
Okay.
That's gonna be 17.
17 does hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That's gonna be max damage for 27 points of damage.
27 is enough to butter his biscuits.
I think, yeah, his biscuits, so would probably be very thoroughly buttered.
Thoroughly buttered.
Do I see anything else?
You don't see anything else. You hear movement down past this, like way farther down, much more faint, as well as you do hear some sounds of yelling and movement down this way.
Okay. I already talked this turn. Can I use my bonus action to say something, Bart?
I mean, it's on your turn. I'd say you have a little more speech freedom.
Cool. We should free those prisoners, get them armed. There's a reason they're locked up.
Yep.
That's it.
All right. And Jakob's turn. That brings us to their turns. Which at this point, I'm going to go ahead and open that. And since this is still going, I'll put them into initiative. Okay. All right. All right. Which those guys are still doing their thing. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then this guy. Ah! That's how I feel right now. Don't worry about it. It's not cause for concern. I promise. So he's in there. He kind of opens his door. Let's see. They get probably right. Oh my God, are you serious? Here and probably here. All right. Ending. Kind of as that goes. All right, that's gonna bring us back to the top to Gloob. What you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna do the thing Jakob suggested. I'm gonna run in here. Wait a minute. 5, 10, 15. But where are these guys?
The ones that you can
Okay.
see are the ones that are kind of on this back row. It looks like these are the ones that are empty. It's like, and it's only like 2 or 3 guys. I'll say 3. Now that you're all the way in here, you see 3 kind of humanoid figures that are back this way.
I'll move and bonus action dash to get right here to the
Okay.
first
Okay, so
person that's locked up.
I will go ahead and give you, as you close in on these guys, these all these figures are emaciated, almost to a point that that you can see, like they can barely lift their heads. These guys are in bad shape. Like you can see ribs, whole 9 yards.
Gotcha.
Incredibly emaciated. But a collection of some various humanoids. Human, half elf. You probably got a dwarf in there as well. But there's not very many folks in there, but they all appear to be in very, very bad shape.
Do they have all of their body parts?
Yep. They appear to be whole.
That's surprising.
Give me 1 second.
So as
sorry.
you walk up, you probably the first one you get to is the half elf who just kind of looks up and is, help us, please.
Yeah. Shit. I'm going to take my old lock picking kit, set it on the ground, and I'm going to roll to release this first guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Actually, how much movement have I used? I'm sorry. I'm trying to make this as efficient as possible. 5, 10,
you're fine.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. When he says help, I'm going to look at all three of them really, really quickly and hopefully get a response from them. Do any of you know how to pick a lock?
High, low, Gloob.
Always high.
The dwarf kind of a little that's just farther down, like one down from the half elf. I've picked a few.
Great. I'll go to the dwarf,
Okay.
and I will try to pick the manacles off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Which I have expertise in now, so it's at plus
Woohoo.
11.
Nice. I guess I should get
Heck
a.
yeah.
I need some folks
TM
here.
then is a natural 1, unfortunately.
Oh
Oof.
no!
On the natural one, unfortunately, it just kind of it jams in there. You hear it like it doesn't quite snap, but you hear a faint like ooh, it's about to. If you push it any harder, and so you back off.
That's my turn.
All right. Good gracious. They don't have a ton to choose from for the elves here, so this is gonna be this person right here. And Umi. All right. Ending your turn. That's gonna bring us to Julian. What you doing, buddy?
Still have not seen anything, right?
You have not seen anything as of yet. Actually,
Got Gandalin in there.
yeah, Gandalin. This is old Gandalin. He's elderly. All right. So yeah, you have not seen anybody move into that room as of yet.
We'll give it one more turn.
Okay. So you're still holding an action to shoot anything that walks in there.
Yep.
All right. Ending your turn. That's gonna bring us to Bart. Bart, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask Jakob. You see any of them down that way?
Nothing that I can see. I hear them.
You heard some of the sounds like growing fainter as it like from farther down the hallway, but then you did kind of where this entrance was, you heard sounds kind of building a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just say, don't go too far, and kind of, then get in here to help out Gloob.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Just so everybody's aware, nobody is currently benefiting from the emboldening bond. Y'all are all too spread out. All right. Ending your turn, Bart. That's gonna bring us to them. So these guys go first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As you see, one after the other, Jakob, a couple more of the big axe wieldy folks come out kind of this area. As they swing out, one looks back that way, as you can hear. It's because he was 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, that's as far as he can get. As you hear them kind of proceeding out of there, as they kind of hunch their shoulders and bring their axes up for what is going to be a much more narrow fight in this corridor, if you so choose to take it, ending all of their turns, bringing us to your turn, Jakob.
All right. I am not going to choose to take this fight here.
Okay.
I am going to just say, come on, come get it. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 back here, saying, we got some more. Some of those big axe guys.
I'll say, technically speaking, you can't occupy the same space as the spiritual weapon, so you can't end your turn there.
I thought I could because it's corporeal.
It's
Incorporeal.
it's incorporeal, but it does occupy its space. You can move through it with no issue, from what I understand.
Oh, I was asking you to make it fly.
Oh, my bad.
Because I was going to sit on it at the beginning, at the end of the previous round.
Gotcha. So it has to be have used like 5 foot of its movement to be out 5 foot in the air, but yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Other than that, yeah.
Well, then they would trade spaces in this one. Well,
Yeah.
Can't move it up. There we go.
There it goes. You just kind of go under the flying glowing knob. Nice. Is that gonna be it for your turn, Jakob?
That'll be it.
Okay, ending Jakob's, that's gonna bring us back up to Gloob. You're in there, this guy's still not free, and you fear if you screw up again that you might lose that pick.
I'm going to dry my hands off on my pants. Been some rope
They get a
climbing
little-
today. There's
get a
been
little-
some
A little
fighting
slimy.
today. I'll dry them off, and then I'm going to try yet again.
Okay. Try one more time for me.
Much better. 16 plus 11 for a 27.
Second time's trim, dry off your hands, and you go in there, and this time with a much more delicate hand, you just give it a little bit of a click as you twist it to one side, and his manacles pop free.
I'm gonna take the tools and I'm gonna leave them in his lap, and I'm gonna say, free the others. If you can fight, there's weapons down the hall. If not, the front door's that same way. Get out of here. And I'm gonna, so that's my action to do that probably.
Mhm.
So turn around and with my movement and dash fucking haul ass back out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get right there. One of them's free, but we don't have time to free them all. We need to get these guys before the whole fucking place is alerted. Come on. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, ending your turn, that's going to bring us to Julian. Julian, you still haven't seen anything there as of yet. Oh, whoops, I forgot to move some guys. So give me a second, and I'll actually tell you whether that's true. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. 25, 30. Okay, it's actually a lie. They make it this round. As you see, all the way across the way, 2 of those Sahuagin. Barely. So you get one
It's about to
shot
be a
against the
bad
first one.
day.
Well, it's a 21 to hit the first one that comes around the corner.
21 will hit. You only get one shot.
Right, one shot non-hexed.
Yep.
So he takes a mere 12 points of damage.
Only 12 points of damage, he says. All right, he definitely looks like he's hurting, but he's still standing.
All right, and
I'm still.
on my actual turn, I will hex the second one
You're
and
gonna hex the one behind him. Okay.
shoot the first one again.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
16 to hit,
16 will hit.
14 points of damage.
Enough to kill that one.
All right, and then second shot at the one behind it,
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
be 21.
Woo, 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So this guy is dead. This guy's next.
That's almost max.
What's the total?
20 points of damage.
Woo. He's still alive, but just barely. All right. All right. Is that gonna be it for your turn?
Yeah. Not gonna go anywhere until I polish this guy off.
All right, so you're still there, ending your turn. That's gonna bring us to Bart. Bart, you stepped in here. You heard and saw what Gloob has done and is planning. What would you like to do?
I muted. Sorry about that. You said that there's the dwarf and 2 more people in here?
Yeah, you see a dwarf, a half elf, and then an older human down at the end. They all look to be in horrible shape. The half elf and the dwarf seem to be they seem to be semi mobile. The human is barely even moving his head.
All right.
Okay. Also, this isn't a door. This is another one of those kind of portcullis situations. If you limited to work with, but it's currently raised up.
It's currently raised up.
Yeah, hence y'all are able to go in and out.
All right. You said the human was the one that looked the worst off?
Absolutely.
Okay. I guess if the dwarf is messing with the elf, I'll just head over here to double move over here to this human to try and help them out a little bit.
Okay.
But not really be able to do anything just yet.
Okay. All of them, I say all of them. The other two, except for the dwarf, has most recently been freed. He is just now trying to just so slowly. It seems like just kind of trying to gather up the tools that Gloob left. But all right. All right, ending.
Come again? You said that they were freed already?
No, just the dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Just the dwarf,
Okay.
the one that he freed. And he's
Gotcha.
slowly and shakily trying to gather up the tools that Gloob left.
Okay.
All right, ending your turn. That brings us to their turn. So let's see. 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see here. Fuck it. He's gonna double move up to you. He's got 5, 10, 15. I'll say it's gonna be a little too hard for him to try to just shove past you here without using an action to do so. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And fuck it, this one's gonna do it as well. He just kind of bum rushes on up there as well. With this dude behind him. 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. Can't use 45 feet of movement to get behind right there. As this secondary procession comes hauling ass up. This dude is still alive. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. There's a long room and you just shot him really bad. He's going to then double move to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As you see him he comes running up, but then he does kind of duck off into one of the rooms. Julian. That's under construction in there, ending their turns, bringing us back to Gloob. And actually, as we come back to the top of the initiative of this round, as it's 9 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and take our break real quick. So,
Awesome.
It went by so
These
fast.
last few,
Yeah, it did.
Sessions,
Yeah.
like to snuck up on us.
man. But, yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope y'all are having a good time. I know I am. We'll be right back. Gonna take a quick bio break, get some drinks and whatnot. We'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Bye. Hey, welcome back. Hello. It's us again. Mostly, yes. Somebody's been swapped out. Can you guess? There's a prize if you can figure it out. Not really. I'm lying. That being said, we're going to pick up where we left off, which was at the top of another round of initiative after our brave adventurers rose a little bit of they got a little bit of the suspicion roused upon them by their less stealthy members, and it's been there's been some running around. Some people going in here. They've started to free some prisoners they have located, and they're getting ready to do a little more scrapping. So, That brings us to the top of the initiative to Gloob. What you doing, buddy? These folks have come barreling around the corner.
I am going to. You know what? I am going to throw the crossbow on my back
All right.
and pull out the rapier.
All right.
I'm gonna step right here.
Stand a bit catty corner. All right.
I'm gonna help help my boy Jakob out a little bit, and I'm gonna try to make this man have less blood in his body.
Fair enough. Roll an attack.
Yeah, 9 on the dice, plus 9 for 18.
18, I think, does hit these guys. Let me double check. They're black. Where to block?
Okay.
Yes, that does hit their AC.
Okay, awesome. Let's see what I do. 9 plus 3 is 12. Another 2d6 is double ones. That's awesome. For 14 plus 6 is 20 points of piercing.
All right, still a hefty chunk out of this man's hit points. You slide the rapier in and out between his ribs, a little shank.
You have your dagger out, right?
Yeah, I did. Which I will use my bonus action for that.
Alrighty, roll it.
It's a natural 19 plus 9 for 27 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah. Could roll your d4.
4 points!
Woo!
Max damage on the offhand.
Let's fucking go. Nice. So, the big stab and then the little, you kind of like snick. Right on his side there. Very nice.
That's gonna be it for me.
All right. Ending your turn. That's gonna bring us to Julian. Julian, you're over here. You had your quarry. You shot him once, but he kind of ran over and is ducked into a room.
Which of the three did he duck into?
You saw him duck into this one right here. Where God's flashlight currently shining.
Please make sure you enunciate flashlight.
Oh. I said what I said.
Please make sure you enunciate flashlight.
Evidently, enunciation is my struggle this evening, but that's okay. All right. You good there? Galoob. You got there, God's flashlight? A little bit. What's the problem?
We're good.
Julian, what you doing, buddy?
Dude. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35.
You are. Woo! Alright. You're ducking way the fuck out, alright?
And was it either of those first two chests that the glowy rock was in?
Oh, where'd my dice go? There. It was in the first one on the far left.
Alright. Unless I can, like, bonus action 5-foot step to grab it, then...
I'll say negatory Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't make that much of a difference, so...
There is shiny rock in the other one. Alright. Is that gonna be it for your turn, Julian?
That's all I can do.
Alright, ending Julian's turn. That's gonna bring us to Bart. Bart, you're in here. What you doing, buddy?
I'm using pretty much my entire action here to, or my I guess my bonus and my move action to try and get out some like quick food for these folks, and use my action to administer first aid to this guy with one of the charges of my healer's kit to try and get him like at least patched up before he has to try to get out of here.
Roll a medicine check for me.
21.
As you're looking this guy over, you're not sure whether that's gonna be enough, or you don't think that'll be quite enough to do it. He's pretty far gone.
All right. Well, if does that use my action to make that medicine check?
I'll say that one you can get kind of a freebie, mostly off of visual.
All right. I'll head in for the spell then to get him out of here. He takes 8 points of healing.
He's reading up on
double
what
checking
happens when
something.
you heal the devil.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know the whole positive negative energy thing. I figured I'd just bring that back without telling y'all that it was back now. Actually hurts. No, but you heal him and you can feel the magic enter him, and it seems to rejuvenate him somewhat, but not to the extent that you would normally expect.
Does it feel like there's anything in the room that's making
No.
healing not as? Oh, okay.
It seems that he's probably mostly dead already, so it's
Okay.
helping some, but he's in real bad shape. So it probably helped to edge him farther from the cusp, but he's normal people, so it's a little different for him.
All right. Yeah, and then the rest of my turn right there to try and like just get some like here's grapes, bread,
Like-
go.
Yeah. Let me better enunciate. He doesn't seem to be missing very many hit points. He's
Oh.
suffering from other things.
Oh, like exhaustion type kind of stuff.
You'd imagine.
Okay.
More of a yeah.
So
Brought
does
on
that
by
mean I get that spell slot
starving.
back, or-
I mean, if you would choose to not heal him with that knowledge, it seems like he's probably not missing very many hit points, but he is suffering from general lack of anything that he needs to live normally.
Okay, I would just I guess use my general turn to check him over, see that I'm not going to really be able to do much for him, get that food out, and I guess see if does that dwarf seem like he's
moving. I'll say he's kind of made his way over as you've made your way over to him. He's kind of across from the half elf, starting to fiddle with her shackles.
and
Yes.
I guess just if he seems like he knows what he's doing, trust that he'll try to get
Yeah,
those folks
he's-
out.
Yeah, he's doing his best. He's having a hard time. He doesn't seem to be in much better shape, but he's
Okay.
doing his best.
And try to maybe explain that, some quick directions to get out and to try to stay out of sight.
He's just kind of seems to be having kind of a hard time, like
Yep.
focusing on things. Because, oh,
The half
Yeah.
elf can hear just as easy.
yeah, they're just kind of they seem to be struggling, but they get the gist of what you're throwing down.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right.
Probably would have moved like maybe a couple of feet with that, but yeah.
Okay. Brings us to these guys' turn. Which the one that's right in front of you is. I know this is gonna come as a surprise. He's gonna attack you, Jakob.
No.
I know.
It's not possible.
Ter-
I was legitimately surprised for a second because I thought you were talking about the guys in front of Bart.
Huh!
Holy fuck.
Betrayal! They're all assassins. They're all assassins.
They
This,
said we
this
could
isn't
eat if we kill you.
this isn't the prison. This is the reprogramming room.
Oh shit. Okay, so he's gonna take 2 attacks with his big ol' whacks at you. That is an 18 on the nose for the first. Jacob.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, that
Okay.
is. For some reason, I was like, yes, he's hitting Bart.
That's be 11 points of slashing damage on the first attack.
All right.
So reduced, of course. And a 19 on the second.
That hits.
Whew. That's me 14 points of slashing on the second.
Jeez. Stop that.
Just wham, wham, just slamming into you. But you're kind of in the way. So, let's see here. What can this guy do? I'm trying to think, 'cause I know we've said people can move through their squares, but I don't think they can't act while they're in somebody else. I don't think. I would say they couldn't really act while they're in an allied square. So, let's see.
That first guy could technically move around Jakob, right?
This is a fairly narrow. I'd say he's blocking the way a bit. I mean, I'd give him a check to get around it, so why not?
Would it be contested? Because I mean, I wouldn't let him willingly die.
Right. I know. I'm aware.
I think
because technically you can move diagonally through squares. So that's where I'm kind of like, but there's that wall right there. So I don't know. I'm at a bit of an impasse in my in how that makes sense. But
I think it might be in the DMG for 5e, but I know it was in 3.5 that if you wanted to move through an enemy square, you could make a DC 15 acrobatics check to do so. If you would like to.
I think that makes sense.
For your consideration.
Why
it was
not?
not an opposed check. It was just
I think that makes sense. Why not? This dude, he'll see if he's got twinkle toes to try to get his way. Not necessarily moving directly through Jakob's square, but kind of trying to squirm his way over and around his buddy to one of those diagonal corners. That is cocked. He does not make it. So what he does instead is he's going to throw that guy behind him because he is much bigger than him.
You know what? Take this.
He has a much better strength than he has a dex. So he just turns around and just kind of growls at him and just kind of drops his axe for a second and just grabs him and just woof. Yeah, he makes it.
Does he have Tavern Brawler? Is this a disadvantage?
He's not making an attack. He's throwing him. He seems like me yelling or like growling orders and chucks him over. You guys. So and he rolled in the 20s for his athletics check, so I'm letting it slide because I get to do cool things too. Cause fuck y'all. So this guy goes.
This is setting up some Jakob Gloob stuff.
Oh yeah,
dude,
I'm here for it. I want you guys to do cool shit like that. So yes, this guy lands. Let's see if he lands prone or not. He lands prone, but he uses half his movement to stand back up. He just kind of crashes into the floor behind you guys. He's right there. He's going to attack the guy that his boss is attacking. So he's going to make his attacks at you, Jakob. Not nearly as good to hit, but we'll see. Holy shit. 22 on his first attack for his spear.
Yeah, I think that hits.
For 4 points of damage. Down. I also don't hit nearly. Yeah, they don't. These guys aren't nearly as buff. That -3 pays dividends. Attack number 2 with the bite does not hit. That's a 13, even with advantage. So he gets you a little bit with that spear as he clambers his way to his feet, but that's all he's got for the moment. That's gonna end their turn, bring us to Jakob's turn.
How is the guy in front of me looking?
I mean, he's hurt, but I will say he still seems pretty hardy at this point in time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start with Great Weapon Master attack against the guy behind me.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack.
That's 18.
An 18 will hit his armor class. Shocker, I know.
23 points of damage.
23 just takes him out entirely. So he guy has one stab in against you, but then you just kind of turn around and whirl, just boosh, just flattening him into the floor.
Great weapon master against the guy in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Gonna precision strike this one.
Okay.
Okay, so that will bring it up to a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Okay.
This guy in the front.
For 19 points of damage.
Nice. Good.
Then I am going to bonus action Great Weapon Master a regular strike against him.
Are you making a Great Weapon Master attack or a regular attack? Both came out of your mouth.
So the bonus action is great. It's from
right
Great
from
Weapon
the Great Weapon Master. Okay, but you,
Yes.
is a regular attack. Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that attack.
Of course, I roll really good on that one with a 24.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Max damage for 17 points of damage.
Very nice. Alrighty. Taking 2 big old chunks out of him. He now looks much the worse for wear, but is still standing.
All right. That's all I can do.
Alright. Oh, wait. Son of a bitch. Keep forgetting. I don't know why I keep forgetting this guy. This poor dude sticks his heads out, sees that Julian is no longer there. 20, 25, 30. So. Sorry. He couldn't get to anything, but I need to remember to keep moving him. Alright, ending Jakob's turn. This going to bring us back to the top of the globe.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. Try to help out Jakob one more time and just stab this guy right in front of us.
Alright, go ahead and roll that attack.
Oh lord, that's out of the tray. That would have hit. That is a 9 on the dice again for 18 total.
18 does hit their AC. Go ahead and roll damage.
6 plus 5, 11. Plus 8 is 19, plus 6 is 25 points of piercing.
Nice. 25 is enough to bring down that first axe wielder. As he just kind of still kind of staggering from those 2 blows from Jakob, you sneak right in there and just right up into his chest cavity. Give it a little bit of a swirl before whipping it back out as it crumples to the ground.
Awesome. And then now that I've stirred his milkshake, I'll take a step right here, sort of off to using Jakob as cover, and just flick that dagger towards this guy down the hallway.
You're gonna yeet it at him. Okay,
Yeah.
roll that attack.
17 plus 5, so
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll
Or
damage.
Plus
Plus
8.
8, yeah.
Did you hide before doing that?
He
No.
couldn't have. He used his action to stab.
Yeah, but I guess
His bonus action to
it takes one
Oh,
bonus action for the
To,
attack.
to chuck it,
Yeah.
yeah.
For 1 point of piercing damage to that guy.
It kind of bonks him in the forehead.
Yeah, you
This
just hit
And hit him with the hilt. Just, it's kind of
Yeah, as
it's
soon
kind
as
of
it
winces
hits him,
one eye closed and
he looks back at Gloom. Gloom's flicking him off when he's looking back at him.
just kind of
As I-
flares out.
As I dip back behind Jakob just a little bit.
All right.
I never really thought about it, what it would look like to get flicked off by a frog with kind of like the semi-webbed, really long,
Yeah.
pinky fingers.
It looks probably kind of strange. The sentiment gets across though. Pretty sure. It's pretty universal, you know. You know it's rude even if you don't know exactly what it's supposed to mean. You're like, I should be offended by that. All right. Ending your turn. That's going to bring us to Julian all the way back down this way. What you doing there, Julian?
Going to do a 5-foot step and environment interaction to snatch the green rock.
Blue rock, but yeah.
the blue rock. I don't know.
You snatch up a completely unworked crystalline stone structure with a slight glow to it.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, puts me right at the door.
So, well, you've already used 5 feet to step over. So 5.
Yeah, that's what I said on 25. Oh, right.
30 would put you, yeah, right in this little gap right here.
Hold on. 5, 10,
Well, you were
15, 20. Yeah, okay. Damn it.
can't
What's the
quite
whole
get
lot?
back out in the hall. It's a little awkward to measure, but all right. Is there anything else you would like to do with your action?
I might as well go and keep moving because it's not like I can do anything with my action anyway.
Okay.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30.
Yep. There you go.
Kind of pocketing that rock as I go.
Yeah, you just shove it down into like your jacket or your coat or whatever, so you now have a slightly glowing rock.
Yep.
On your
That's
person.
my turn. Super exciting stuff.
Woo! All right, ending Julian's turn. That's gonna bring us to Bart.
All right.
Way back down this way.
Just kind of calling after those guys. All right, so right U-turn, then left, right, left, out front portcullis. All right, and moving 10 spaces down right here.
You.
A double move, bonus action, bonk.
All right, roll that attack.
16 plus like 8.
Yeah, 16 will hit. 16 plus 8 will hit. Yeah. Roll it,
6
roll
plus
it,
5 for
roll it.
11 force damage.
Nice. All right. Alrighty, ending your turn. That will then bring us back to their turns.
And I also left those 2 daggers that I had just looted like 5.
No, you
minutes
just
ago.
left them lying over there. Yeah,
with
the
food.
dwarf seemed to still be struggling with the first person set of
Yep.
manacles. He was having a hard time.
They're not getting through this room for a minute anyway, so.
Yeah. So this guy, having gotten bonked, just kind of recoil, and he's gonna step himself forward and make some attacks at Jakob. Jakob is currently in the way, and his buddy who was in his way of attacking Jakob is now dead. So.
How great would it be if someone just threw that Swahhagen right back at him?
It's a dirty 20 on the first attack.
It's
Advantage is a bitch.
Yep.
Oh, 16 points of slashing damage on that. That's the first max damage I've rolled for these guys. So,
Stop.
reduced. Fate is a cruel mistress. 16 on the second attack. Not going to be enough to hit you. Just kind of clashing down off your armor. He's going to hold his ground for the moment. That's going to bring us this dude, because I'm not going to forget him this time. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hello there.
hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
As he kind of glances back and forth, sees you, and just kind of almost in a panicked, like, oh fuck, not JPEG, it leaps at you to make its attacks.
That's canon. He comes around the corner and I say,
Hello there.
And he just and jumps at you. Spear attack first. 13 misses. You guys do not have a great hit to hit. Bite. Even worse. Just you're able to easily, like, even with your bow, just kind of smack, keeping him off of you. Ending his turn, bring us to Gloob. Back over this way.
Alright.
Did I get skipped?
Oh no, yeah,
Or
I'm
did
sorry,
they go
Jakob. Yeah, they went right before you. I'm sorry. It's kind of muddled on my little sheet, but that does bring us to your turn, Jakob.
Great weapon master against guy in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack.
It's gonna be a 19.
19 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
25 points of damage.
Very
Shit.
nice. You
I don't think that guy's
Take-
going to be standing his ground too much longer.
taking a big chunk out of him, but he's still up.
How was he looking?
He's getting rapidly rougher. He went from being like a little bloodied, but more or less all right, to ow, that shit
Sounds like-
hurted.
He needs another great weapon master.
Sure, go
It's
ahead and
an
roll it.
official
Oh.
level of hurt.
Of that shit hurted. That shit
You go to
hurted.
the doctor. How you feeling? Ow.
Ow. On a scale of 1 to fucked up, how bad do you feel? Ow.
That will only be a 10, so it'll miss.
Unfortunately, yeah, 10 does miss. You go that first one, a giant slash, and when you go to come around for the second one, he seems to be a little more prepared and just kind of shoot, like, forces your blade up over his head with the haft of his axe. All right.
I am going to bonus action second wind.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
I ain't feeling so well.
Uh-oh. I don't feel good, Mr. Fairfurrow.
For
Oh, please don't.
13 points of health.
Nice. That was a chunky heal right there.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
All right.
That was the entirety of that big hit he hit you with. It was,
Yeah, I guess
Got it
after
back.
Damage reduction. Yeah.
yeah. The dice gods giveth and the dice gods taketh away. Actually, it's the other way around. The dice gods taketh away and the dice gods giveth. All right. Is that going to be it for your turn? You going to stay right there?
Yep.
All right. Now we're back to Gloob.
I'll
Good.
step back into this square, realizing that I abandoned Jakob and trying to help him. Sorry. And I'll step up and try to give him the rapier once more.
Oh my. Go ahead and roll it.
That is only a 5 for... Am I emboldening bond? Because I would have used
You
that
are
if I
still
was
bonded,
back.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if we had it here.
Yeah, since you're now next to Jakob, you guys are now benefiting again.
All right. 5 plus 4, 9 plus the rapier's 9 for 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit.
Wonderful.
Yay for emboldening bond.
Yay for emboldening bond indeed. The D8 is cocked. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus. Oh my god, can I please roll a little bit better on damage? 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 6 is 18 points of piercing.
18 points of piercing, very nice. He is feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
And I threw my dagger, so...
You did throw your dagger. So
I
you
am
chucked
going
it.
to-
It's still you can see it behind him, where it just bounced off his face and is lying in the corridor.
Wonderful. Can I go to try to retrieve that
Can
on
you
the other
move?
side of him?
You would have to make an acrobatic check to get past him, but you are more than welcome to do so, Mister. I can hop like 15 feet in the air.
Let's do so. Oh yeah, that's a 14, and my acrobatics I think is only plus 8.
So a 22.
A 22 indeed.
That-
My acrobatics is plus 11. Never
Oh,
mind.
never mind. So, yeah,
25.
25. More than sufficient. You just kind of, you stab him, and then you kind of go to, like, juke back so that he kind of ducks low to, like, follow with you, and you just kind of whoop up and over his head into that space behind him. Just kind of snatch your dagger up off the ground as your environmental interaction.
And I will. That's probably my turn. So we'll probably just feel a light froggy foot kick towards Jakob that doesn't move him at all. But I'm trying to push him towards Jakob. Just. It doesn't even make sound because
Yeah,
I
I
got
was
to
about
put
to
the
say,
helmet
it
down
doesn't
and
make
just
sense.
Completely silent.
Like getting hit with a felt mallet.
It doesn't
You know
make
the little,
sound, so
it's like the squeaky mallets, but with no squeak.
Blue takes his hat and smacks him on the back.
Like he's like a horse or something.
Yeah.
Go on! Yeah! Alright, ending your turn. That's going to bring us to Julian.
That really sucks for this guy.
Probably so.
Alright, let's
If you roll 2 natural ones, he'll be fine.
yeah, let's Legolas this guy real quick.
At disadvantage because you're in melee.
Yep.
Not that it'll matter, I don't think.
Does a 12 hit?
12 just literally hits exactly his AC.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
Nice.
the little skirmishers are not so hot on the AC department.
Oof.
Yeah.
I thought I was actually going to have to make a second attack roll.
Hashtag the struggle is real. Yeah, oh yeah, he had 2 HP. He's dead as fuck. Like I just looked back over at the combat thing and I was like, oh yeah, no, he's fucking dead.
Oh, well, if you were curious, he took 16 points of damage.
He is very dead. You
Holy
like
shit.
like took off like a chunk of his face with that arrow that kind of went skittering down the hall.
The amount of damage that Julian does with his arrows, I sometimes just imagine there's like little snapping sharks spectrally attached to all of his arrows.
Like, yank, yank, yank,
So,
yank, chink. You know, it's just a whole section missing. It's like a Pac-Man, but a shark.
Whenever they're hexed, there's like a, like an anime when they punch and it shows like a spectral dragon like going in as they punch. It's
Oh
that.
my
It's like a
goodness.
spectral shark like
That's
as
kinda-
he's hitting with an arrow.
That's kind of badass. That's kind of cool.
The arrow sticks in him and just the like
Takes
giant great
notes.
white shark shadow just passes through him and they fall over dead.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So
it's
you
open
you
with the
did
shark.
kill him. What you doing now, Julian?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I got the rock!
Bart's just like, what rock are you talking about?
You just hear, do you smell what the rock is cooking?
As
Yeah, it's
shout,
my
you
turn
see
next,
behind
right?
me chasing me.
Yeah, after Julian's turn, that brings us to Bart. What you doing, man?
I'll say, what rock? Legitimately have no clue what the hell.
What are
he's
you talking about?
Julian told us about the rock at the beginning. That's why we were all moving up there.
No,
No, I did not.
he didn't.
Oh.
Because we were on the way to go there.
Yeah, Gloob summoned you, and then it went down.
So
What'd you like
yeah, Toll the Dead spiritual weapon on this guy.
Okay. That's a wisdom save.
Oh, that's a
Crazy.
19 on the roll. So
That'll hit, yeah.
another 6, so 11 force damage.
Nice, and then his save. No, he fails.
Hey, well that's a lot different than the last session.
Yep. They were rolling really good on those fucking saves for some reason last
So
session.
that's 11 force damage from the
Mhm.
spiritual weapon, and then 14 necrotic damage from the,
That brings him exactly to 0.
Nice.
Decide his fate, Bartholomew.
he'll probably just bleed out of the ears and collapse forward from.
Okay. The fucking knob just kind of slamming down onto the back of his head from where he's kind of hunched over towards Gloob, and then that spectral ringing of bells. Thank you. Well timed. As it just kind of plays, and as it starts to rise, it just blood slowly pours out of somewhere. You don't see ears, but maybe there's some holes on the side of its head. You don't know. There's various and sundry orifices along its head, just that kind of purplish, kind of reddish purple blood that you guys have become a little more familiar with leaks out of it as it does just settle down upon the stones. And for the moment, you guys are out of initiative.
I'm gonna say check the fancy looking one's body, see if we can find anything useful, and then I'm gonna try to move over to the prisoners, and if they're not out yet, I am going
Yeah,
to
let me tell you how he's doing actually. Okay, he finally managed to get the half elf's shackles undone and starts to kind of slowly make his way over to assist as the half elf kind of scrabbles forward and immediately is making a go for the food that Bart had left behind, trying to grab up some of that. Anything else? And what do you want to do when you get in there?
Let's see if I can break the chains off the wall just by pulling.
You're just trying to rip them out of
on
the
'em.
wall?
Yep.
Make an athletics check for me.
16.
I'll say a 16. They start to creak a little bit, but it's not able to get them out of the wall right on there.
You can use that on ability checks as well, can't you?
The D4, yeah.
Oh,
That is the difference between emboldening bond and bless.
19.
19. It creaks and it starts to partially come wedging out, but it does not come out on that first pull. You just kind of and just still doesn't seem to come, not quite enough to get it out. And the dwarf is making his way over as he's starting to kind of. I am gonna swap our music here, so y'all are not actively in a battle.
Julian, is it all clear that direction?
Now it is.
All right.
For the record,
Why not?
Julian
That'll
is currently keeping an eye on. I don't have a player's
Okay.
flashlight, but the two that he has kind of like an L-shaped view on. That's why I'm in the corner.
Unfortunately, as he's working on this second guy, the lock picks that he's using do snap. He's having a very hard time.
Yeah, while we're getting all this done real quick, I'll peek in on them and kind of probably yell at the elf. Wait, don't eat too fast. Little bites. Chew it real good before you eat it.
He cannot seem to be doing much better than that. He's just kind of...
Okay. I didn't know if he was going ravenous on this stuff.
He doesn't have the energy to go ravenous. You can see the desire in his eyes to do so, but he cannot at this time. But he's just like closing his eyes and eating like just you would think this is like the finest feast prepared by anyone living with the way that he's currently consuming that food. And he just as you come up to the dwarf Gloob, the dwarf. Sorry, I broke your tools. It is heavy breathing, like he's from his little movement as he's gone back and forth. He's like heavily breathing from the exertion.
I got another set. Fine. I'll take the broken pieces and still put them in my pack and bring out the new set that I bought.
All right.
Am I able to give another pull?
Yeah. While he's doing that, go ahead and give it another pull. Yeah.
29.
With a 29, Jakob just kind of puts one booted foot against the wall and just hauls backwards and just with a just yoinks it out of the wall. It's pretty loud, but it is no longer attached to the wall. It's still attached to the dude, but
all right, I'll try to get it off this guy's.
Try to get off of his hands. All right.
While I am, I'm gonna kind of cut eyes over to the dwarf. Sorry if I'm putting you on the spot here, DM.
You're fine.
But, how did they get you?
He just looks kind of lost for a second. We were on a ship. Yeah, it was on a ship. They came in the night. Killed some, took others. I don't know how long. As he kind of stumbles his way kind of over to the same area as the half-elf, kind of... Anything. Who could use anything? And just starts to try to gnaw on something.
It's 28 to get it off this guy's hands.
Easy enough. Just these are not terribly complex locks, but sturdy. But you're able to easily enough get it popped open.
Okay. Just give a nod to Yakov. We need to keep moving. You all need to get out of here.
Does that seem like the best idea? I don't know if they're gonna make that swim.
They're not gonna make it in here.
All right.
I will quickly say like where they can find the front line and to get to it as quickly as possible if they can.
Just looks vaguely confused, but more or less latching onto the idea of that's where safety may lie. Kind of nod as best they can as they seem to be just trying to fill that just a ravenous hunger that they clearly possess.
Yeah.
He does
say a quick prayer for him. A non-spell slot bliss.
I figured. Yeah, you do so, and they just kind of some muttered, Like even from the old man who kind of had to almost drag himself. He couldn't even really stand, but was able to, with the motivation of food, was able to kind of get himself over there. Just kind of, thank you, and mumbles from the rest of them as you guys begin to exit. Julian, since you've been sitting out here, roll a quick perception check for me.
Okie doke. $13.
Yeah, not much of anything at this time. You don't seem to hear too terribly much. So y'all are y'all proceeding out of the?
Before we do, I'm gonna turn to Bart and say, look at him. We could give these guys the bridge wigs. If you wanted to message Firebrand, I don't know if he'll be in any space to take a message right now, but you could message Firebrand and they could start pushing in right now. But it's either that or these guys are going to brave a swim or they're just going to hide on the front door. No easy choices right now. But that's kind of the options that they have.
I'll say, since I'm right here, I think you should give them the bridge. We don't really need it.
If they can use the bridge and maybe crawl through the cattails and get to one of the rangers, they should be in this area. They can give Firebrand the message. They can pass it along too.
That bridge doesn't last a long time.
How long did it last for reference?
I think it was a minute.
Oh, is it just a minute?
Yep. I believe so. It might be 10.
Minutes. Oh, okay.
But it's not. It is in the minutes category.
Okay.
Well, I think they should be able to get across even him. It's not looking too good, but any of you get to check those bodies?
I didn't check them. We can check them real quick. We can get that.
I will go do that if y'all have anything else to do in that room.
Maybe we can do the best of both worlds. If they can maybe go out to the front and lay low, and if when they see any other rangers, they can use the bridge. I don't know. I don't really know how big this whole establishment is. I mean, I'm doing okay right now, but if we have to have a lot of fights like that, I don't know how much gas I'm going to have left to do those kinds of things. But we might need the reinforcements that bridge is going to give.
Yeah, I know. Which is... Yeah, I know. We can't just use this just to get 3 people across. I hope the 3 of you understand that.
It just kind of...
There's a war out there. There are people coming. And we gotta wait for them to get inside the building. But we can only use it for a couple of minutes. We're gonna need it to help clear these people out. Clear these fish folk out.
They seem to still be just... There seems to be a general haze in their ability to, like, process anything more very complex. Just kind of think about and kind of jerk their heads like, okay.
Does it seem like these guys are going to have any type of faculties to remotely make it just the sheer distance across to get to the front lines, much less do it sneakily?
Roll another medicine check for me.
That's same check, 16 plus 5.
So total of 21.
Yep.
I mean, you figure it's all they can do to really move at all. So their ability to move sneakily is probably not really there.
I think if we send them out, it might be more danger. Than it's. I mean, I think we just be sending them out to get picked off.
Yeah, it's all told. As much as I know you, the three of you want to be out of this place, this is probably the safest place for you right now. Stay here, stay out of sight, stay out of mind. Don't move anywhere, and don't get any attention to yourself. We'll come back.
All right. Just
All right.
and looks kind of relieved, but obviously not happy to be there. But clearly, that successfully getting one set of manacles unhooked and doing his best to get the other one, like, really took it out of the dwarf. The human, like I said, hasn't even stood the entire time, and the half elf is just in a total daze. So they just the dwarf kind of nods as best he can.
Yeah, y'all take that food. Y'all kind of get around this corner to the right. Stay out of sight if something comes passing by, or if y'all feel more comfortable, we can break this portcullis so they couldn't get in if they wanted to, and we'll just have to come help get you out with more forceful means after this fight is done. That's up to y'all.
While Bard's having this conversation, Glue will be reaching into his bag of holding where he just grabbed 8 daggers. He'll grab 3 from the other room there, out of his bag of holding, and I'll just go around to their waistbands and just stick them in their waistbands and like hide the daggers on their sides for them.
Okay. You do so.
Worst comes to worst, defend yourself the best you can.
Dwarf just once again most cognizant of the three, which y'all know dwarves are sturdy folk, so that tracks. He just kind of nods. Do what we can.
Door open or closed?
Keep it open.
Hide. I don't know.
All right. Stay out of sight. Try not to make no noise. Stay around this corner.
All right.
All right. I don't like that, but I will leave the room. Do you see anything on their bodies, Yakin?
Yakin, roll an investigation check for me.
Find out.
Oh, man.
14.
14. What are you looking for in particular? Or are
Any,
you looking for anything in
like,
particular?
maps or details about the place? Any, like, paper, I guess?
Not that you can find. Like maybe some on the ones that are more fancily garbed, some scrolls of some kind, not necessarily those of magical nature, but with writings that are closer to like pictograms than anything else, but not anything that you can make out initially, but nothing approaching maps. Aside from that, just the weapons they had, both of the priests, or the more fancily dressed ones, had knives at their belts, as well as having some kind of symbols around their necks that seemed to depict a 2-headed shark, roughly made out of like a stone and metal kind of medallion that they seem to be wearing about their necks. Axes, of course, on the 2 large fellows, the hammers, but mostly their own gear. It looked like, as well as maybe some baubles. But nothing of information.
Julian see these medallions?
Roll a perception check for me.
Another 13.
I mean, he's kind of going through, I would say, relatively easy enough. You notice them. You see that when he's kind of shuffling through their belongings, that they seem to both be wearing them, and they more or less match.
Before we leave, Julian will kind of walk up and snatch one off their necks. Pocket that too.
I also
Okay.
will pick one up, as well as kind of collect the weapons that I can, and then just drop them at the front of the portcullis after I close it, and then attempt to break the lock.
Okay, so
If-
you're gonna try to lock them
nobody-
in.
Yeah, we just said we were gonna leave it open.
I don't think they're in much of a condition. If we're leaving them here, this is the safest thing for them. Make sure that nobody can get in, and that they can't get out. I mean, they don't seem like they're in their right mind right now.
They've sunk this place once.
Right.
They got ongoing construction. You could just be sealing them in their own coffin.
And there's always the chance that we don't make it. So
And I mean, people will be coming behind us. They're supposed to. They'll see these folk in here. I just think that if we let them go, that they aren't going to make it out.
We're not
They're gonna
letting
have
them go. They're hanging out in there. They're staying in the back and they're staying unseen.
But they're also confused. To you and me, this makes sense. To them, it may not. May
I
not
don't
make
think-
sense to stay there.
I don't think they're in much of a condition to want to run if they're not being made to.
right, they could be in there for 3 or 4 more hours, maybe get enough strength to make a run for it later if we don't come back.
Some food,
Alright.
water, and rest is what they want, I think.
If I was in that situation, I wouldn't want to stay. But if that's what you think,
Not our place to imprison them anyway.
not imprisoning, it's keeping them safe.
Anyway, I feel like we should keep it open. It gives them maybe a chance if somebody else happens back through here. I don't know. Hopefully they won't be looking for a snack. They got all their fingers and toes as far as I can tell, so yep. But we need to
That's
get
good.
moving.
Which way?
I have no idea. Which way seems deeper towards
Has everybody exited
Important.
the holding
Yeah.
area at this juncture? Just get another round of perception checks from everybody real quick.
Ooh. God. That was
About
so close to
goddamn
being
time.
good.
18.
18,
50.
15,
23.
23, Gloob,
6.
6.
Oof.
Nobody but Bart. I'll just kind of hearing y'all don't really have any idea where anything might be. Bart, you just ever so faintly. Actually, let me double check something. No. You ever so faintly hear the sound of like metal hitting stone from somewhere, like just barely coming from down this tunnel.
Sounds like someone's banging on stone or rock, like with a pick or something down in this area, or smacking it with a sword or something. You should probably try to head this way. I'll sort of do my spiritual weapon in this direction.
How long does a spiritual weapon last?
Oh shit, is it a minute or 10 minutes? Let me look real quick.
I would double check. It's probably pertinent.
Yeah. 1 minute, it's gone.
1 minute, yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So we'll just kill that
I
off. So
agree.
that faded.
For
So
quick
yes, sir.
clarification, where the flashlight was shown, that is where the sound was originating from, or it's just down in that direction?
It is ever so faintly. That's where he can hear it from. It's very bare and hard to make out, but that's where it's coming from.
Okay. Yeah.
Julie, were you hurt at all?
Untouched.
All right. Now the rest of y'all two looking.
I'm okay.
I'm not feeling great, but I could keep going.
I will give Jakob another cure wounds at second level.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead and
it's
roll
an
it.
8 and a 7 too.
Nice.
So 20 healing.
Very nice, very nice.
Feeling great now.
A
All
lot better, a lot better.
right.
Yeah, I mean, they might be trying to sink this place. You might want to go check that out real quick.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh,
So if I move up a little bit, will I be able to tell if it's coming from like below or down the hall?
I mean, you'd have to move around a bit, but like I said, active board is whatever you want to do. If you're wanting to move farther along, it would help with your ability to
I
hear.
move just to right here to see if I can hear it coming around the corner from below.
Yeah, so not quite coming around. Okay, roll another perception check for me, as you're kind of very specifically trying to listen for that.
18 plus 8, so 26.
26. It's like faintly louder as you get farther along, as the sound is less diffused. It's coming from around.
Okay.
Farther around.
Yeah, I'll call back and I'll say, yeah, it's coming from around the corner. If you want to check it out,
I will stealth along and see if I can get eyes on it.
Roll a stealth check for me.
I'll guide him as it goes by.
Okay.
Does that work? What is guidance? Is a D4?
D4.
1d4.
Yeah.
Yep. And you do still have emboldening bond on you. You
Okay.
probably have it for another little less than 9 minutes at this point.
+1, +4, so +5. Brings that to a 17. Brings the stealth to a 28.
28. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so you're just kind of sneaking your way around here.
Yep.
How far are you going? So you come around and you see as it's depicted, like this is it's just winding back and forth, and that seems to be causing the sound to, like, that's what's causing it to get so muddled as it goes down. It's going around these corners, and that's keeping it from traveling all the way. Whoa.
Do I need to back up?
Oh, wrong thing.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. I was getting my boxes confused as it kind of comes around once again. He's creeping along. Roll a perception check for me, Gloob, as you're sneaking your way forward.
Okay. Not bad. With a dirty 20 because of emboldening bond, +4 for 24.
So for a total of 24, you're making this out, and it's not that faint. It's coming from farther along it's around this corner and farther down. Still farther, but it's getting louder as you get fewer corners are between you and the sound. So you come around this side, and as you get around there, you see that leads to another corridor down that way. The sound is coming from in front of you, though. As you're getting closer, it's just you hear it's multiple tools hitting rock. You can hear Sahuagin voices from farther up ahead. Some of them kind of yelling out harshly, but mostly just as casual as you can imagine Sahuagin conversation to be.
Right. Like, yeah. All right. So let's see when I get right here.
Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I was like, I lost you.
After a couple moments,
Get around.
Julian will contact him
How's it looking?
Jesus. It's I hear multiple tools and stuff. I'm trying to get eyes on it to see if I can see what they're doing. That's clear. It's just a winding path right now. You guys could probably come up. Then Gloob reconsiders his words because of what happened last time. Stay, come up 30 feet or something. Not too far.
I'll get closer. I'll advise the others to stay.
and then putting his money where his mouth is, Julian will move closer as he's passing. The others just let him know to hold tight for a few more moments. Do I also need to roll a stealth check?
Yeah. Anybody who's going to be moving up, assuming you're trying to move stealthily, roll a stealth check.
I'll give them
I
a
would-
drive-by blip
yeah,
or guidance.
Yeah, if you want to sit tight for a second, Gloob, while I get this down.
I'm just gonna say I scared the piss out of myself because I
You
jumped
just
into
disappeared
a
and you
prayer
went,
disappeared.
Ah!
Is a 23 on my stealth check.
All right, you feel pretty
With the-
stealthy.
The drive by a bliss.
All right, so you're starting to make
Uh,
your way forward. Gloob, are you peeking into the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so Julian, as you're stealthily moving your way up,
That's about as far as Julian's gonna go for the
Okay.
time being.
so I can now hold on. I gotta remove this because this doesn't have to be here anymore.
Oof.
All right, so I also have to place some people. Place some folks. I'll just read the description first. Gloob, as you kind of peek around the corner, you see 10 slaves, 10 humanoids, presumably slaves, as you would guess, working by this weird, faintly greenish blue algae light, working, all just hacking away at the stone, kind of clearing it out, trying to smooth it over, make it cleaner lines from where you could see it was a lot more rough hewn, and trying to straightening it out and moving steadily along. Each of them shackled at their ankles with a length of chain and as well as a metal collar connecting the 10 of them as they all kind of move around. Several Sahuagin are overseeing them, while you see several others that are just kind of sat upon bits and pieces of construction material like scrap stone, all that fun stuff. Just kind of seem to be chatting, the ones that are not immediately overlooking them. And because, just to make my life easier, so you see 1, 2, and then kind of 1 here overseeing, 1 here overseeing, another one of the priests right here, as well as a single one of the champions that's kind of stood on the stairs themselves. And to prevent clutter on the board, I'm not going to place the slaves, but they are about and mostly, almost exclusively in this kind of area.
Okay.
Just seemingly hacking away and straightening all that out.
All right. So, does it look like what the slaves are working on is like detailing things, or
No.
does it look like
Enlarging.
structural
Yeah.
damage?
Not like damaging. They're enlarging the space. They seem to be growing it out. Kind of. It looks like maybe like from what you can tell, it looks like maybe the space was smaller at one point, and they're just expanding it.
But I do see those stairs going down into water.
You do. You see these sets of double stairs going down into water.
We gotta go.
The water doesn't appear to be moving, but it appears to lead down into the next level.
I found where we need to go. And it's going to be another fight.
I'll let them know.
Julian will creep on back through.
I'll just make
Beckon for Jakob.
Okay, you just
back around the corner.
dip your way back around the corner. All right. And Julian, you just kind of make your way back. Just kind of turn your way around from where you were sneaking.
Gloop says he found something. Says it's gonna be a fight.
Right, tell him to come back so I can get us all blessed up before we go into a big altercation. He can make the first big hit, and then we can come in after him.
Gloop, come on back. Bart wants to get us ready.
I will do so.
Okay. So you exit on back. So at this point, y'all have burned through down to probably about a little under 7, like 6.5 or so minutes left of Emboldening Bond. Because that stealthing along takes a little longer to get back than to get there.
Yeah. How far you think we can get before we can be noticed?
Yeah.
You?
You
I
will
don't know
say,
how long you've been sneaking for.
Gloob, going up is as far and as winding a path. That'll probably break up the sound a bit, and it's fairly noisy in there itself, like the sound of the tools as well as just the general chatter.
Right.
So it's pretty noisy in there. So.
So depending on how they roll, but do I think it's reasonable that they could get like to this bend before the hallway?
Like the last bend, like around here, or like this back here?
Like that back there.
Back there?
Probably.
You could feel like, unless they are really banging around, that they could probably get up there without easily, maybe a strong word, but with a little bit of luck, that they could probably get all the way up there without being heard.
Hey, DM, quick question. Not
Yes, sir.
that Julian can see this now, but just for reference,
Sure.
once we get in there,
Mhm.
this gap between the worked stone and unworked stone.
This?
For lack of a better word.
That is one of my squares caught part of my rubble.
So that is or is not an actual opening. Oh.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not an opening. I didn't see that I had caught some of my rubble with that square. So it is not an opening.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
I had
all
not
needed
noticed
to know.
that, where I keep having to relocate the Skype camera, and it was kind of had got me fucked up. But no,
Alright.
that is not an opening.
Okay. Well, we'll try to sneak up as far as you think it's best for us to sneak up, and then they'll go in after you, or you can bring them back to us, whichever one.
All right. It's probably about time to. Well, I guess we might need to wait on after the fight. But you have your potions of water breathing on you. You're gonna need them.
Oh, we're going down into the water for this fight.
We may need to, if someone decides to run, we may need to chase someone.
All right.
Just make sure you have them on you and ready to go.
I do not think I have a potion of water breathing.
No,
Y'all bought several. I don't know what you guys did with them. I don't
We
know.
have
mine.
two of. I'm pretty sure I don't have them down on the inventory, but I know we have two of them.
I know for sure one of them got drinking after the tentacle boat.
Yeah, I drunk one of mine on the boat.
I don't know how many y'all bought. It's been a
It was
while.
only two.
If they're going to water, I'll take care of what I can.
Guys, we wouldn't have come here without potions of water breathing.
We haven't had many opportunities past
We
first
did.
time.
I can tell you for sure Julian is not carrying any potions of water breathing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You and I both know we didn't need them, and I'm pretty sure we had two. I don't have my Gaza notebook in here.
It's something we can, I guess, kind of figure out over between this week and next week, and we just get on starting the fight now, I guess.
Yeah.
I will lead these guys up here to this corner. For them to stop here.
Okay, so you guys all go up there.
There's no shot. I just rolled 2 natural 20s for my stealth check.
I got a 15.
Like a well-oiled machine. What's that bring your total up to, Jakob?
25.
Actually, I am blessing all of us before we
With
continue with this bless.
actual bless?
Actual bless.
Okay, you're wanting to do that this far back? Bless
As
us for
soon
1
as-
minute.
Well, yeah, I guess as soon as we get to this corner and
Right,
Gold
okay.
goes off, I'll bless us
Gotcha.
before we do that.
Alright. So, I had 2 natural 20s for Jakob for a total of...
If it's without bless,
You
depending-
have Emboldening Bond. Emboldening Bond and Bless are not the same thing. They don't...
Yeah, I know where. Oh yeah, I can't use
Yeah,
bless.
Bless
on
is not on
anyways,
ability
so,
checks. Yeah.
Then it will be 23.
So 23. All right. Who's next? I said
Are
15
we
for Bart, right?
rolling?
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and roll out all these stealth checks real fast.
With emboldening bond, that is a 31.
Nice. All right, Julian.
The 25.
Very nice. A very, very solid stealth across the board.
I didn't move my model, but I was intending to be the one behind Gloob. Is that all right, Bart?
All right.
This is where we're leaving Bart and Jakob anyways.
Okay, so you're casting Bless before they exit? Are you just casting it at first level on 3?
No, I'm casting it. Well, yeah, I'll cast it at first level.
Cast first level?
On
So
them, not on me.
okay. So you 3, you guys have Bless as well as Emboldening Bond, so keep that in mind. So that clock is now ticking. Y'all come scooting up here. They appear to be still doing much the same, just mostly lounging / making these guys continue about their business.
As we creep around the corner, I'll just send a mental to Gloob.
Shall we take out the caster first?
Yes.
Fire on 3.
Fire on 3.
All right, and before we do that, I'm gonna hex.
Okay.
Do they know if they're getting hexed?
That's what I'm checking. I mean, what all components are there for Hex?
I already cast it. This is just
Right.
transferring, which is a bonus action.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, though. But there's visual associated with Hex, right?
The 1, 2, shift, 3, shoot.
I mean, this would be a surprise round, so you would get a full round of your actions. So, on that note, though, since we're going to be initiating combat, go ahead, everybody. Go ahead. Well, y'all will act, but go ahead and everybody roll up your initiative and keep a hold of
Re-roll
it. Yeah, go ahead and have it rolled, because we're going to be grabbing that probably here relatively shortly.
Not a natural.
So we'll just hold on to those. And so y'all are both firing at the spellcaster?
Yes.
Okay, so you've hexed him. So this is like as you guys are coming out of your stealth, hex transfers and all hell breaks loose. Roll your attacks.
Double 7s.
28 and 17, respectively.
28, 17, both of those will hit.
Oh, it's a 17 as well.
17 will hit.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
8 plus 8 is 16. The 16 hit.
16 does still hit, yeah. These guys aren't very heavily armored.
I hit for 31 points of damage.
That's total with both your attacks?
Yeah, both
Okay.
hits together, 31
31. Glib.
4 plus 6 is 10. Plus 9 is 19. Plus 5 is
24.
24 points of piercing.
Between those 3 shots, all just slamming into him, some of it burning with some necrotic energy on that extra little bit, some just sinking in just the right sweet spot from a crossbow. From standing and kind of pointing imperiously and gesturing towards the humanoids, just like a sack of potatoes.
Hey.
Completely floored with that surprise round. So, that being said, I keep having to change up our music. It's killing me. Darkwood attack. Old standby. All right. If it'll go. But 25 to 20. Oh. 20 to 15.
19.
19 for Bart.
16.
19. Gloob 16. 15, 10.
14.
14 for Julian. 10 to 5.
10.
10 for Jacob.
You said there's slaves in here, right?
There you have. I'm only going to place a couple just for your reference, but they are. I'm just going to place a couple just to keep from gunking it up too much. You got them kind of. They're just kind of spread out along this wall.
Man, I hate collateral.
It is an issue. Alright, and since I've just got 2 types, we're gonna do like this. That guy. Okay. Alright, and that's him. And then this guy's. Son of a fucking hole. In the tray. Oh, wow. Alright. So, unfortunately, since y'all were back in the back there, y'all aren't part of the surprise round. Y'all are also surprised by this combat because y'all weren't quite sure when it was going to happen. Gasp! I will say that it being the bless being cast back there and moving you up this way lasts for 1 minute. I'm just going to say you've lost 4 rounds of bless, 3 rounds to get up there, and that surprise round being that 4th, y'all have 6 more rounds of bless, meaning y'all have, what did I say, 6? So y'all still have about 6, like a little, like almost 6 full minutes of emboldening bond left.
Okay.
So, top of the initiative. Unfortunately, not you, you, Bart, because these guys got a natural 20 for theirs. But let's see. So we're gonna go. This guy will be first. He's just gonna kind of come raising up from around where he was sat down and around this corner. He's gonna attack you with his warhammer. I will say, y'all got a surprise round. Y'all could have moved after your attacks. It occurs to me. Y'all don't get you get a full round. Would y'all have stayed there after making your attacks?
What square was that guy in?
This guy was right here. He was like on like a pile of stuff. They were just kind of lounging on. So you knew that there were guys. You had poked your head in before. You knew roundabouts where all these guys were. So you would have fired off your crossbow. Julian would have fired off his arrows. Y'all would have had the opportunity to use your movement for the surprise round.
Yeah, just so our friends weren't surprised back there. I think I would have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gotten
Okay.
back here
Julian.
and giving out a little bird call.
Julian. You're muted, buddy.
I said bam. I just put myself right there.
Okay. So you would have moved yourself just right in that little nook. Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather have me be between them than Blue.
All right. So that then this guy would have kind of hopped down to 5, 10, 15, 20. He would have gotten himself right here in front of you. And he would make his 2 attacks. And you are full health, correct?
I am.
All right. There's something to be said for that.
Yeah, against these dudes, fucking absolutely.
So, attack number 1. Whoa, jeez. God. Damn.
That's a miss.
The dice getting excited. That is going to be a 23 to hit for the first attack.
Oh, wait, no. I don't have a shield up. Using the spell won't actually do anything.
Oh, yeah. That would bring you to 22 from 17. Yep. So, first attack hits.
Ouch.
That's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage. The first one, meaning the second one is at advantage. Rolled like fucking ass on that second one though. Only an 11 to hit on the second one. You take that first hit, but you then just kind of get out of the way of the second one as it just kind of slams into the wall, like leaving a bit of a crater.
Do I get one free word?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Jakob!
And this one kind of glances back over its shoulder and does take his last 5 foot of his movement. It's a step back one, which you could get, I guess, a punch if you wanted to try to punch him with your reaction.
Would I also get an AOP?
Give him the fish cake.
Yeah.
By all technicalities, yes. Which we have said that you're still technically, you've got walls work weird with vision, but I mean you don't occupy the whole 5 foot square, so you could have been on that little side of it.
Can you use Bless or Emboldening Bond on
You can't. Bless is on everything. Emboldening Bond you get to use once on your turn and once off your turn.
Okay. Fuck it, I'll use both. Because otherwise it's not going to go well.
Okay. You're punching him?
Yeah. 17 to hit.
17 will hit?
I think 1 point of damage.
Okay.
It's your strength modifier, right?
It's your strength modifier.
Yeah.
It's 1 plus your strength mod.
Yeah, like I said, 1 point of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Okay, so you've dealt 1 point. Glue, what was your attack?
15 and plus 9.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Why? Because fuck you, that's why.
Sure.
Is this the next round?
Wait a minute.
This is the top of the first round.
Is that sneak attack?
No, it's not.
You get sneak attack off your turn.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because I had my crossbow out.
Oh yeah, you'd have been punching him as well.
We'll take.
Give him
Is here.
frog lick.
That's pretty funny. How much?
2 points.
2. He takes 3 points of damage from those AOPs. Let's go.
He's got heavy armor, master. He takes no damage.
That'd be fucked up. These guys would be a lot scarier if they had heavy armor, master. Y'all be having a much harder time, probably. It'd be kind of fucked up for me to put so many of these guys in there if they had heavy armor, master. All right, ending his turn. He kind of looks like he bruised his arm a smidgen. That brings it to his buddy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into his buddy's space. And he's also going to come in just kind of like, as his buddy's kind of like reeling back a little bit, kind of like, ow, my arm. And leans back up against the wall as the other Coral Smasher comes charging through, making 2 hammer attacks at you, Julian. Or actually, at least 1 hammer attack. He's going to attack once. Doesn't matter. First attack, even with advantage, only comes out to a 16, which I think is just under your AC.
Yes, by 1 point.
And then he's going to use his other attack to try to grapple you.
Counterspell.
So this always fucks me up. It is an opposed athletics check for the initial grapple. Let's see.
Yeah, Julian gets his choice though. Right?
Does he? Is it okay? I couldn't remember if it was always if the initial was also of his choice or not. But yeah, so your choice.
Do I get to pick?
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics.
Fuck yeah, that goes from a +0 to a +2. For a
Hell
total of
yeah.
19.
Total of 19. Let's see his bonuses. That is also a 19. Is it match? Is the challenger or defender? I think defender wins on ties, if I recall correctly. We don't grapple very much in this campaign.
Yeah,
I mean, I would like it if defender wins on ties, but I don't know.
I think the status quo happens. So
So,
if he was already
grappled,
it would
okay,
be
so
him.
you're not grappled.
Yeah.
He almost gets a hold of you, Julian, but not quite. So he is not quite able to get you. That is now a very full hallway.
You see Blue just go to the side and just start like patting.
So we're gonna get this guy is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna sit right there. He's gonna hold his action. And this guy's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And is also gonna hold his action. Ending their turns. That does now bring us to Bart. Bart, you're way the fuck over here, but you have heard combat start. I would also imagine that you heard Gloob yell for Jakob.
Yeah. Not a whole lot I can do in this situation.
It's a bit of a
can't
narrow
see nothing.
corridor. Note to self, less narrow corridors.
Hey, y'all back the hell up so we can kill some of these ugly motherfuckers.
How wooed.
And I will hold my action to toll the dead if I see anything come this direction.
Okay. Consider it held. Ending Bart's turn, that brings us to Gloob.
Alright. I will throw the crossbow back and bring out the rapier. And stab this guy, hopefully.
Just
Go
around
for
the
it.
corner, little
I
stab.
will use...
Yeah!
I'll go ahead and use both of the emboldening bond and bless.
Alright. Roll the d4s.
I will need them. For a 22 on the attack.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, right. 20.
That is number 2. That just, god damn it, keep going. Wrong page.
15 plus 7, 22 plus 6 for 28 points of
Jesus Christ.
piercing damage. I
Alright.
actually rolled okay on my damage that time. And
Ow.
I'll heed Bart's words and back up and take a little hop right here.
That will provoke an AOP from him.
It will not.
Oh yeah, you stabbed him. Fuck me,
Hey,
fucking swashbucklers. Yeah, you're right. Good job.
Says
So,
I'm buckling all of these
you
swashes in here.
That guy got considerably worse off than his buddy when it came to taking damage from y'all for the first time.
Hey, these guys are just
He goes,
punching.
yeah, well, they're just punching. Oh God!
They're nothing. They
Oh.
just bruised me up. Oh, Jesus! You lied!
Liar!
Man.
Very nice. All right, so you pull yourself back into that little corridor. Awesome.
Yep.
And in Gloob's turn, that is going to bring us to Julian. What you doing, buddy? You are not a swashbuckler. But
I'm not.
you have options. What would you like to do?
We're just gonna Misty Step.
All right.
Shit.
So,
And that is my bonus action. Let me mark that spell off real quick.
all right.
And I will hold my action to shoot whoever comes around the corner.
Fair enough.
Hey.
All right.
Y'all, tell Julian to fall back, and he says, "Say less."
You got it, Chief. All right, that brings us to the axe dude that's in this place. That is becoming a very full corridor. So he's just gonna
They
fuck.
totally have us on the run. We can't handle
20.
them. They better come kill us quick.
25, 30. And yeah, he's gonna hold himself right there as well. He doesn't see him anymore, and that guy looks fucked up. Bring us to Jakob.
I am going to dash.
You have been summoned. You have heard the clarion call of Gloom. All right.
I am dashing right here.
Scream.
Okay.
I believe
so-
it was actually Julian that yelled for me, because he got smacked.
Okay, so that's as far as you're moving.
Yes.
All right.
Fortunately, that is 35 feet. So
Oh hell yeah,
that
baby.
dash.
All right, you
Sorry.
are there. God, Bart.
It's
in
just
the way,
one more
man.
one more step. Yeah.
All right. And
And my
then
turn.
Jakob's turn. That's gonna bring us to the top, to these dudes. They're gonna fucking
Don't make out a plane.
apparently play some leapfrog. Yeah, this dude's going, oh God, Jesus. So this guy's gonna then pop up 5, 10. He sees you there.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right. 20. I'm just gonna go ahead and move him because it's not gonna one shot him. I hate to break it to you. Okay. A 8. That's a 19. We're back
Fuck
on
this
that.
guy.
We're back on that
This
bullshit now.
fucking
Let's
piece of
get
shit
it.
right here.
Woo!
I rolled 2 11s. This guy's an asshole.
Dude, and you know what's fucked up? They have a +1.
Oh my goodness.
+1. That's so fucked. So he's gonna step up. He's gonna smack Jakob. Jakob, did that heal earlier bring you to full combined?
Didn't Julian have a held action to fire an arrow?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
He'll have a little bit of cover due to Jakob's big ass, but
That'll be a 28.
28 will hit anyway. Doesn't fucking matter.
Jakob is pretty.
Why do I bother? Why do I bother saying it out loud?
It'll be 10 points of damage.
10
though.
points of damage. All right.
Nothing crazy.
All right. Still, damage is damage is damage. Okay.
Yeah, you know, to add on to that one when I
Yeah. He contributed after that.
All right.
1 damage.
Jakob, did the heals you got earlier bring you back to full?
Nope.
Okay.
10 off.
Oof.
I mean, 0 off.
Yeah, I'm full health. Don't fucking worry about it. Who was asking? Attack number 1.
The enemy doesn't know if I'm full health.
15 does, however, miss. You're able to glance it off to the side. Attack number 2. That one is a lot better at a 22 to hit. Which does hit, I
Just
recall.
hits.
Just hits. Just hits. Hell yeah. So everybody should have the shield spell. Only 5 points of bludgeoning damage on that one, so you barely even touched. That dude rolled like shit on his damage. He was right here, right? I say 5, 10, 15, 20. He's in kind of a bad situation.
You should do it.
He's thinking about it. We'll see. We'll leave it up to the dice. He did get shot, so he's a little more. Yeah. He's gonna do the same maneuver he went to do last time. He's gonna step back to leave room for his buddy. So take y'all's AOPs.
Thank you.
This one's gonna hurt a lot worse.
Do what? He said this was gonna hurt a lot worse.
Yeah.
Wait, before you say, who goes first? In case we kill him, so you don't have to. One of us doesn't have to use our reaction.
That's up to you guys. Whoever would like to have their reaction go first.
I think the react because it's triggered on the same thing. My reaction's gonna be spent regardless because I would have taken the attack.
Okay. And I'm also attacking.
Okay. Roll 'em.
Wait a minute.
I'm assuming his armor is not 12.
It is
I wish
not.
I
It's
crit
higher
on a
than that.
19.
It is.
Did you use both D4s?
I did.
Thanks.
Great weapon
I rolled
master.
A 3,
Be like that.
a 3, and a 3. And I got a +3 for 12.
How
got-
nice.
A 31.
That does hit. 12 misses. 31 just hits.
Are you
Just
Just
serious?
hits. Just hits. It was close, but it does hit. Don't worry. They only have a 30 AC.
You-
6, 6, and 6 on the first roll.
Oh shit!
Dear God.
Stab of the beast.
18. Another 6 and a 1. So 18, 24, right? Plus 1 for 25, and then plus 6 for my damage for 31 points of.
That'll do it. That'll get him. So he goes a step back again to do the same maneuver to free up space for his buddy, and he eats it.
I would like for it to look like my punch did it.
You stabbed him and you kind of gave him a little bit of a love tap, and you tried to make sure that nobody saw you remove the blade. I'll say unfortunately there's nobody to see aside from Jakob, so it's a little.
Maybe Jakob think I just like
Try.
one punch man this guy.
I don't know.
I just look at you, give you the cool guy nod.
He gives you a bro nod like. His sword went clanging into the wall, and he just goes, "Yeah, respect." All right, kills that fucking dude. This guy's gonna go. What's this dude gonna do? He's got one of his boss figures kind of standing behind him. And they're basically like shark people, right? They get bloodlusted pretty easy. 5, 10, 15. Fuck, he's gonna step forward, standing on the corpse of his fallen brethren. He's gonna fucking try to hammer time you as well. Uno mas. Holy shit. 24 on the first attack. A 8. 5 more points of damage. God damn it. Damn you, dice gods. And then a 23 on the second. A 8 for 8 points of damage. As reduced, not magical. And this guy is kind of fucked up. Where he was right here, and he went 5, 10, 15. He's gonna retreat to the same place. To the same square. Y'all hear Sahuagin muttering and calls of some kind from back that way. Wait, which one? This one was first. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. A new challenger approaches Jakob. Hammer numero uno. Neither of those hit. Double threes in the D20s. That's not gonna hit. Just boom! Just slams into the wall. Also not gonna hit. 17 on the second attack. Able to ward it off. Just slamming it to one side with a gauntleted hand.
I'm just imagining like one of those weird group dances where you have one person like run down the runway and do a dance and then go back. They're just sending one Sahuagin.
Well, you see, it looks a little less like the turning around, and it's more like hitting and then like backing up, like shields up, and kind of like it's supposed to look a little more tactical than that, you know. Oh god, ending their round. That's good, or their turn for this round. That brings us to Bart.
Hold my action for tolling something that comes around the corner.
Okay, there's a guy right here. This guy didn't back up. He had to use his.
Guy didn't back
yeah,
up?
he had to use his full movement to get up there.
Well, are we gonna be pausing this combat or
at the end of this round?
Okay,
yes.
and then this round. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, I will toll him.
Toll him. All right.
Wait, did he take damage?
He is full health.
He is full health.
This guy is not taking damage.
But I'll still toll him anyway.
Okay, that's 7.
7?
Yeah.
All right.
7.
He takes 10 necrotic.
Woo! And that was this guy. 10 to 30. Okay. Awesome. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Holding fast.
Stand tall. Hold your ground no matter what comes through that gate. All right. That is going to bring us to Gloob. What would you like to do, my friend?
I will like to ruin this man's day.
What would you like
Great
to do?
success. Stab
Some
him.
chaos.
I would like to kill him. I would like to see the baby.
I'm stupid. I should have just held my turn until he took damage to cast Toll the Dead.
Hindsight, and all that.
27.
27 will hit, yeah. Jesus.
Never mind, I just rolled double ones on D12s. That was totally the right move.
Calculated.
Very good on the second roll. 10 plus 11 is 21 plus 6 is 27. 27 points.
Ow. He looks ill. There's a Mortal Kombat wobble going on. I mean, ain't looking good. You did another one of those where you stuck your rapier in and just kind of twirled it around in there like a spaghetti fork and then pulled it back out.
I use my object interaction for this round to pull out the dagger and Pokemon for my bonus.
All right, make another attack roll. Yeah.
For a, I only get +5 to this. For a 19 to hit.
19. Why would you only get a +5?
Because my dagger's not magical.
But you have a
Oh,
plus 5. You
yeah, I'm
yeah.
sorry. My proficiency.
Oh, the proficiency bonus.
Bless.
And
Sorry.
bless always applies. So what was the total? I'm pretty sure it was over. Anyway, 19.
Well, yeah, it was a 14 on the dice. So
Yeah, it'll hit. Yeah.
okay. For 2 points.
Oh shit, he's still standing. Not by much.
I twisted.
I twisted. Twist.
That's it. That's it.
All right. Gloob, and in Gloob's turn, this is going to bring us to Julian. Julian, you have Misty stepped back. You are now in a much safer firing lane, kind of, except that, you have friendlies in front of you, but who needs that? Who cares? It's fine. Just don't natural one.
The Sohag is just standing there with a 1,000-yard stare.
Oh, he looks
Just
dead.
like waiting for his fate to be sealed.
And I might as well hex him.
Sure. You move your hex to this man. This
13.
fish. 13? Misses.
That's what happens when you roll a feat.
Ting! It just like goes skirting out, throwing up sparks off the side of the wall.
It's when you're trying really
Ricocheting.
hard not to shoot your friends, sometimes you miss.
That's fair.
What about a 22?
22 will hit. He had 1 hit point. He is dead.
I'm rolling damage anyway.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Rolling
ring
damage is
this.
fun.
10 points a day.
10 points of damage. He is dead as shit.
It was a 1 and a 3 on the dice.
Nice, but that is another Sahuagin polished off. Very nice.
I like it when I I like it when I burn those ones on the almost dead guy.
Alright. Alright. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I'm good.
Alright, ending Julian's turn. That's going to bring us to this guy. They're relatively smart, but also shark people. I feel like the shark people, like, I don't know about y'all. I read a lot into Blood Frenzy, and I'm like, I feel like that kind of is a
mindset.
yeah, like you just you're trying to eat some ass when you're Blood Frenzied. You know what I'm saying?
You don't get advantage for free. It's a mindless rage.
Yeah, basically.
You don't get advantage
15.
for free.
20, 25. He says, batter up, biatch. And he's going to try to attack you with an axe.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh, God.
under his actions on his stat block. Batter up, biatch. Cost 1 action.
Takes notes. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
These guys need to roll more 17s or 16s.
Counterspell.
Right. That is going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. That one's only a 16 though. On the second
Alright.
attack. So still, the tight corridors, they're kind of making you struggle a little bit with your big weapon. Also making these guys struggle with their big weapon. As you are able to glance it off to the side. Bringing us to Jakob's turn.
Alright. Great Weapon Master.
Alright, go ahead and make that attack.
14, 17?
A 17, I do believe, hit. Yeah, does hit their armor class. Not by much, but it does.
Okay. That's 23 points of damage.
Very nice. Alright. It's attack number 1.
And attack number 2 is gonna miss with a 9.
Fortunate. First attack, carving a big chunk, drawing first blood. Not really, because he did already hit you, so not first blood. Dealing the first amount of damage to this particular individual, slicing across him. But you kind of go up to bring your sword up for the second one, and he pins it against the wall with the top of his axe. Just not able to get anything out of it. And as we end this round of combat, bring us back to the top of the initiative, which is actually some of them. That is where we're going to end tonight's session. I know it's in the middle of combat, so I know that's always a little dissatisfying for everybody involved, but it do be like that.
Yeah. It
So-
sometimes falls that way.
Thank you guys so much for coming to play with me tonight. I hope y'all had fun. I know I did. Thank anybody and everybody who came to view. I know we got a raid earlier. Thank you guys, any of y'all, if y'all are still around, and thank you in general, because even if you're not around, I'm still thankful for it. Also, Deodox, I'm so glad to see you again, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I saw y'all were chatting. It sounded like your holidays are pretty good, so I'm glad to hear it. And I'm always happy to have you around. So look forward to maybe having you around for some more in the future. So good stuff. That being said, let's get on down with our bad selves. So, last reminder that we are still doing our charity drive for Extra Life, which is a charity that benefits children's hospitals across continental North America, mainly the United States and Canada. Specifically, we will be benefiting the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. They are currently trying to build a new hospital, so funding that is important and a good thing. So, click links down below on both the Twitch and the YouTubes and check that out. You could also win some cool stuff, like a digital copy of Toxicology and everything at $1,500, a SteelSeries gaming mouse at $2,500, or a SteelSeries gaming keyboard at $3,500 as the final and last milestone. So go ahead and open up your hearts and wallets and check that out. I hope you have, and it makes you feel good about yourself. Also, we have here Go Saltmarsh on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Saturdays, we have our Across Eberron campaign. I'm struggling for some words right now, which is dungeon mastered by our boy Jonesy, a.k.a. Gloob. He's kind of down here and a little bit over that way. Has some of us other fellas in it. We play some fun and good times. There's bad times right now, actually. It's not good, man. It's not good at all. So check that out. And we actually don't really have anybody online right now, so I'm sorry. I'm struggling to find us some Dungeons and Dragons folks to give a bit of a raid. So let's see who sounds like fun in here real fast. There's us. Yes, let us raid ourselves.
Big brain.
Hey man.
So will we raid ourselves again?
Shut up. Let's see. We got The Table Gaming. I like their name, so I think I'm going to go with them. I don't know who they are.
Says,
but
I
we'll
always judge all of my books strictly by their covers.
Yes, I'm a horrible example to follow. But these guys appear to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, so if everybody go say hello, introduce them to our fun and wonderful people, and we'll see y'all on Saturday, probably.
Yeah.
May not be for very long, but we'll be there. Y'all take it easy. Bye.
Bye.